Hello there! From behind the yellow line, this is Trammin, episode 60. My name is Kirk, and as always, I'm joined by my friend and comeback kid, Christian Rainwater.
What's up, everybody? Our big third topic of the week is Homecoming, Disneyland opens.
And today we're joined by our news correspondent and my favorite listener, Kimmie.
Hi.
All right, what now, Rain?
Let's go home.
Roll the intro.
Hello, everyone. Welcome aboard Trammin, a Disneyland podcast. Please lower your head and watch your step while boarding. As a courtesy to other passengers, we ask that there be no eating, drinking, or smoking on board. In just a few moments, we will begin our trip into the Disneyland Resort news and topic of the week. Ladies and gentlemen, this tram is ready to depart. Driver, you are clear.
Welcome back, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Thank you for joining us. We are your hosts, Kirk and Rain, and today we're joined by Kimmie.
Hey.
And so what's up, guys?
I thought you were gonna say ho ho host. I don't know why I'm still in that.
It is
that group.
May.
I know.
We are halfway to Halloween, though, according
yeah,
to
we are.
Disney,
Yeah.
which is the best thing ever.
I saw
I'm so excited.
the pineapple. Did you guys see the pineapple that Aulani posted?
No.
It was a car, like a jack-o'-lantern, where they carve inside of the pumpkin.
Yeah.
But they carved inside of a pineapple and put a light on the
Oh,
inside.
okay, all right.
Yeah, it was
That's
kind of cool.
I've seen that like on Pinterest before, but I didn't see Disney do that. So that's really cool, actually.
Yeah, I'll be there in 2 weeks.
We'll all be there.
In Hawaii?
Oh,
Oh, you are?
Oh.
Oh, fun.
no, I was like, no, Disney's in 1 week. Yeah. Yeah, we'll be back soon. So, yeah, we've all been to Disneyland now.
Whoa. Whoa.
Beautiful.
And took Rain an extra day or two, which is fine.
Yeah.
So that's why we're recording now. It is Saturday. I am wondering, is Kimmie in focus?
Am I in focus?
Maybe. Maybe not.
Do we have to move back slightly? So it can I don't know.
I look like I'm in focus,
yeah,
but I'm
we're-
wearing contacts, so I don't know.
Yeah, look, it's tracking her face.
Yeah, that could mean anything.
Yeah, true.
All right. Let's touch up the partner statue with.
Mouse keeping. This is your first time here. Welcome aboard Trammin, a Disneyland podcast where Kirk, Kimmie, and I talk about the Disneyland Resort through and only through our eyes. If you enjoy the show, like, subscribe, comment, share, review us wherever you can. Smash my favorite like button on YouTube or dislike button. Engagement is king. Including Spotify, Apple Podcast, newly renovated Apple Podcast, and YouTube. If you guys want a visual guide to the show, follow @Trammin Podcast on Instagram. Had some good engagement this week on Instagram. Shout out to all those people who hit that follow button on our reel. We broke records on reels this week.
It decides.
Yeah,
Whenever.
the one I was showing Sos. The one that I put the most effort into was the laser one. That took me like an hour to get laser shooting out of our hands, and we have 50 views on that one.
Dude, I've made quality pre-produced reels.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm starting to wonder though. We have 1 million more listeners now.
Yeah,
Like we're going up. Disney Cruise, just because of that dumb wish, is all over the internet right now.
yeah,
So Instagram must be like cruise, Disney Cruise. They're talking about that. Boom.
yeah.
Boost.
It's possible. We're just relevant,
Yeah.
at the time. You can catch me on some streams.
Nah, I don't know if you can.
Sometimes twitch.tv/Trammin Podcast. Read some dumb tweets on Twitter @Trammin Podcast, including that Captain Kid one, which I really enjoyed. Yeah.
You don't know
R.I.P.
you don't know
Captain Kid.
You don't know the half of Captain Kid, dude.
Just go on Yelp, go on Google reviews if you want a good laugh, because I cry. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
It's a
So
whole
it's
thing.
pretty much Golden Corral for kids, right?
It's worse.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Golden
worse.
Corral is for kids, man.
Right now, though, it says temporarily closed, but at one point it said permanently closed. So I don't know which one it is. Sorry.
No, we don't know yet, so we're just checking.
Yeah. But yeah.
We will see.
Yeah.
If it's open, we're taking a trip, though, for sure.
No, there's no way.
I really want to go.
You can find all these links and more
Yeah.
on Yelp.com. Just kidding. On Trammin.com.
Dude,
All right.
Imagine someone Yelp reviews this. All right. So it's time for You're Right, in which members of the Tram fam write in with corrections or things they disagreed with. Rain, cue up that corrections music. All right. I don't think we got any corrections because what does anybody know about Disney Cruise?
No. Except us, I guess, because we actually went on a Disney cruise.
Yeah.
I've never been on one. So.
No. I wonder how many of our listeners actually have been on a Disney cruise.
Well, Tiffy Luna has been on a Disney cruise.
What a transition.
She went. See, you called it out though.
I did. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
She went in 2019 on the Disney Fantasy, and she said, it's Pepe's door, she said.
Pepe's door.
Is Pepe a Muppet?
Oh!
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It was her favorite. She did all the free stuff, the
Yeah.
detective things, whatever, but she didn't go to Castaway Cay because they couldn't dock safely.
That sucks. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I went to Castaway Cay, it was super windy. So all excursions, like water excursions, were all canceled. So we
Jeez.
were going to do paragliding. Is that what it's called? Paragliding?
When you're
you-
in the
The one on-
parachute.
yeah.
Yeah.
We were going to do that. Canceled.
Dang.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah. And then we had mentioned it, but my mom, I guess she was listening like halfway through the episode. She was like, you were 9 on the Disney cruise.
Okay.
And I think that's it. Did Kev bring something up? I don't think so. But that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. You're going to hit the button.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Which one?
The blue one.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right.
Tell me what.
Let's get into some news.
Hey.
Yeah. Hearing that in person was so amazing. By the way.
All right. So we said this last week. July reservations are open, like a day at a time. The real lightsaber, when the homie Josh was like, it's real.
Yeah.
It's a prop that you can see, not touch.
And you can't fight with them.
No.
Yeah.
At Star Wars Galactic Cruiser 2-night vacation experience in 2022. So we had talked about this last week. Like, is it going to be like a cruise type model? Yep. Everyone
much.
shows up and they're there for 2 nights. It's a whole experience.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. Slightly delayed. It's cool because then like a bunch of people are going to be able to go if it's just 2 nights, you know? So
Oh, that's the max.
it's a 2-night experience.
And
Oh.
they'll probably transfer you to like another, or you would have to get reservations at another hotel after, I would
Yeah.
imagine. Because you can't do
Yeah.
Disney World in 2 days.
But it's like, how long are you on that ship?
Yeah.
Does it have to do with Galaxy's Edge too?
And
It
my
probably
thing
does.
is like, I don't think you'd stay there and then go into the parks. Like you'd want to like
Experience
it. So maybe that's why it's 2 days and like, oh, do 2 days here, go to the parks the rest of the week. Or
it might be
whatever.
what you're saying though, is like they take you into Galaxy's Edge, maybe not even through the front of Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
Maybe like a different entrance where it's like contained, like you guys need to stay here and do some things with those QR codes that
Could
they have.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Data pad.
Data pads.
Damn.
The Grand Californian is opening to non-guests. Was it May 28th? Something like
I can check. I don't remember.
that? Later this month. So
Yeah.
you can go eat there.
Does that include DVC people?
Huh?
Does that include DVC?
Well, no, this is just like I can just walk in. Yeah.
I see.
And with that, the DCA entrance is opening.
Me 20th. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
And then
Which means the exit is opening also.
maybe.
I'm
I'm
curious
hoping.
though if they'll be stricter with like hotel guests because of capacity. Because in the past, like after a certain point, you can go in and out and they
Yeah.
don't even bother. But
Yeah.
who knows?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
And then the Paradise Pier Hotel is opening.
Oh, that's the one I was waiting for.
that
Dan.
one's June 15th. Yeah.
Disneyland Hotel is not opening yet, and that's probably because they're renovating the rooms. So it means no Trader Sam's.
Sorry, Trader Sam stands.
Yeah. Trader stands.
Trader stands.
I don't know. And starting Friday, the parks are closing at 9 p.m. Looks like capacity is increased
That's
already.
is this confirmed? I don't.
They opened up the whole month of May for reservations
So
again.
that's a
Yeah.
pretty solid confirmation, right? I mean,
They're never gonna. Disneyland never comments on capacity
Yeah.
because of safety reasons and like money. They don't. You never give up anything
Yeah.
unless it's good. Like how we don't know how many Xbox Ones have ever sold,
Right.
Because it's half of as many PlayStation 4s or whatever. So unless it's good news, you don't share it. Avengers Campus costumes are revealed.
yeah, and also that shawarma cart.
Yes.
So
Wow.
excited for the shawarma.
That is so cool. That's such a nice little, nod to it.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to the Spider-Man open shirt.
Oh yeah, that's
open
all you,
dress shirt.
man.
Oh,
Those
I
look
was-
the best because
yeah.
they're shorts, they're casual, the hat.
So I did read. It was just an offhand comment anecdote, but it was like, except for I think Fantasyland or something for like men's outfits, most cast member clothes fit like PJs and they're very comfy.
Oh, okay.
Have you noticed their pants are like never tight?
No.
All the shirts are really flowy.
Yeah.
So like even like think of the phantasmic blue shirts. They're all flowy shirts. The pirate stuff.
Yeah.
Like flowy pirate shirts.
Except they have to tuck them in.
Yeah. And then on Main Street, they have like.
Well, okay.
little, like,
No,
tie
it
and
was
stuff, yeah.
Main Street, I think, where the Main Street women's clothes are those striped ones.
Yeah.
And those are like flowy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew someone that worked there, and they said that it was just really hot. But you're inside all day, so
Yeah.
it kind of helps.
But a lot of the men's clothing is like those dumb red vests and stuff and the, like button down shirts.
Yeah.
But that many costumes, they forget the heat, but the comfort level is not bad because you are standing around all day. Yeah. So I thought that was interesting. And when you look at them, you kind of realize like obviously they don't want things to be form fitting, but like things really aren't. And now you can mix and match stuff too.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, the women's stuff's more comfortable. Oh, I'm going to wear those.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the Doctor Strange ones look like really hot because there's like robes. I didn't see a short sleeve option, so I'm like, oh, I would not want to do that one.
So they looked hot, but I took another look at it, and again, it's like the stuff just kind of lays on you a little bit. It's not like.
So are they like elastic pants?
I'm sure. Well, I don't know. Maybe they're like joggers.
Yeah, like joggers.
Who knows? But is that all the news?
I think so.
We can't.
Here. Well, I know this week, Walt Disney World, they're doing like this Halloween event.
Oh,
and everyone's saying like, because they didn't say Disneyland, we're probably not going to get one.
That's the Boo Bash, right?
Boo Bash. But they're not doing parades. They're doing
cavalcades, not parades.
Yeah. And then there's like no fireworks show. But so I guess in a way, even though I wish it was here, it's like, no, but I want the whole experience because I love that parade. I love that fireworks show. So
shout out to the Muppets special that we're getting on Disney Plus and
the Haunted Mansion.
That's all over
Mansion.
Twitter too.
Yeah.
People are making it their own thing.
Closer.
Oh, sorry.
I'm a big
As far as you can go.
I'm a big Muppets guy, so
Yeah.
I was really happy.
But seems like that's all we have for the news.
Cool.
So. No concoction this week.
All right.
So-
I was gonna say, where is it?
So, so Kev goes, he's like, I'll bring you I'll try to do something when I get back and I'll bring it to you Monday. I'm like, oh, we're recording Saturday. He goes, is Kimmie going to be on? Oh yeah. That's enough for people.
I wanted to hear the whole thing.
But, okay, fine. We'll do it.
Please.
Oh, you got to do the ASMR.
All right, that's what I'm waiting.
Concoctions with Kirk and Rain.
All right.
Nice.
So a couple things. One, I did bring the Simpler Times lager that I mentioned from Trader Joe's. So cheers to an open Disneyland.
Wow, that is pretty strong lager.
Yeah. I forgot how cheap it is, but it's pretty cheap.
6.2%. That's very.
Is that a 6 or a 5?
That's a solid 6.
That is a 6.
Yeah, that's
All right.
a lot.
So, Kev, you know how Kev brought us chopsticks?
Yeah.
Kev brought you some chopsticks, Kimmie, so you can practice with them.
Wow.
They got a little case.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
look at
I didn't
that.
get a case.
Are these like the children's one where they're connected?
No.
Oh.
They're real chopsticks. So
Okay. I have
Ooh,
to-
you're gonna figure that out.
I am gonna figure this
So,
out. Thank you, Kev.
A few weeks ago, Kimmie's cousin gave her a sticker. She didn't know what to do with it. And I was like, I'll give it a Rain. And I totally forgot, and I totally bent it.
Oh, nice. That's
Yeah,
fine.
little meow.
It's my cousin's birthday party.
Nice.
So that's it. And, of course, you brought rad coffee.
Yeah.
So that's rad. It's pretty good so far. Chocolate milk.
I got an espresso bomb.
Whoa.
Yeah, there's like espresso in it and other stuff.
What did I get? I forgot.
You got the cold brew chocolate milk.
Yeah.
The only issue I have with milk substitutes is that you have to put a lot in order for it to actually like make a difference, in my opinion.
No.
You don't think so? Like, look at the color difference here.
Wait, what kind of milk do you have?
That's half and half.
Oh.
Yeah,
But it's a different drink, though.
it is. It
Another
is.
thing though is that some alternative milks don't like mix well.
Yeah.
So they just like settle at the bottom
Oh,
after a
yeah.
while.
Almond
so
milk.
almond
Yeah.
milk does that. Ugh,
Yeah.
it's the worst.
I've never had the hemp.
Me neither. I just was like, it's
Yeah.
it's
fine.
not like whole milk or anything, so it's fine.
Yeah. So it's time for the sound that I did not put in yet, but it's time for the Big Thunder topic of the week. Toot toot. All right. Big Thunder topic of the week. Homecoming.
Yay.
It's been 13 long months, my friend.
Yep.
It's been
Yep.
13 long months for both of us. you were able to talk about it a little bit last week. Now it's all of our turns.
Man, what you doing in there?
I'm looking for my ticket.
Ah.
Yeah. Wherever it's at. There it is.
Nope. Is it? Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, you went on.
May the 4th.
Yeah.
I got a nice.
I think mine's downstairs. My bad.
Yeah,
No, that's fine.
I got Lightning McQueen.
Oh, the best.
Yeah.
I got Pixar Pier on mine.
Yeah, I don't
Oh.
know why it says Disney. Oh, it says Disneyland Resort. Like, come on, give us better tickets. I got a better one for Touch of Disney.
You got the castle. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're back. We've been back. We're going back.
We are.
But what was the first moment through the gates like?
For me.
Yeah.
All right. I guess we should all talk about that, right?
Oh, yeah. that's
Oh,
what we're
okay.
gonna
All
do.
right. It was kind of surreal in a sense. Like I was a little, not really emotional, but more of like, all right, let's do this thing. You know, like I was ready just to go on the day. I didn't really sit down and take it in until later in the day.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like I was like, oh, there's a Mickey Floral. There's the sign, when you walk in and stuff. But I was just like, let's go. Let's do this.
You, for like a good 15 seconds, did not realize you were inside Disneyland.
I did not.
You're I walked
No.
in first because I had all the tickets on my phone. You were
Yeah.
recording.
I was recording you scanning because I'm like, I told myself I don't want to film when I walk in. Everyone was doing that. So I'm like, I've seen the videos. That's fine. But I'm like, I just want to like put my phone down and just slowly walk. I just want to see the castle and then I'll take pictures, but let me just walk. But yeah, I filmed you.
And then you filmed me holding up the tickets.
Mm-hmm.
And this is in like that video you posted. But I'm like, you realize we're in Disneyland, right?
Yeah.
And then you like freaked out because you
Yes.
had walked through and you're just like recording me holding tickets. And I'm like, we're inside.
Yeah.
Well, I did it when we first walked in because I'm like, okay, like once I put the phone down, it's going to register that I'm here.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to keep,
Yeah,
up
well,
and
you
down.
did put it down
So
right
I'm like,
after,
let me
yeah.
just look at my screen. The second my screen's lowered, I'm just going to like look around. And I was really quiet for like the first. You're like, you okay? Are you okay?
You
And I was-
didn't know what to do. You were like,
I didn't know. I'm like, did we go right? Did we go left? Like I didn't plan. I didn't know which way to go. I think we turned right. Right? Did we
I think
turn
I almost always go.
I think I blocked out. I don't remember which
That,
way we
rem-
went.
that reminds me at the end of the first disc of the Fellowship when Frodo was like, Gandalf, do I go left or right? And he's like, right.
I went right.
Yeah.
We weren't. You directed me. I just followed. I
So
said we'll go
yeah,
right. That's
you
fine.
checked out the floral and all that. People were like, I think I said it to you. People were standing there taking like in line for the floral. I'm like, do this later. Like you're in Disneyland.
Right.
This is
It
what
was
you're
wide
doing.
open later, so I was like, yeah. So we looked at it, but we kept walking. So.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
and then I think it was a subconscious thing. I only go left when there's a parade and I need to get to Adventureland, Frontierland, or Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
And
Right is the way.
Yeah, and when you right is like that during Christmas, during the pumpkin or the Halloween season, it's that shot you get of like, because it's more open, there's no city hall and stuff. You see like that whole open area curves. There's the center of Main Street and you see the Disney showcase. Like to me, that's walking into Main Street. Every time on We Had It So Good in the past year that I've said I miss Main Street, that's the shot I always remember, the bricks and all that. Like even though that's on the left is less magical, I feel like.
Yeah.
So for me, thinking back, I don't have a preference, and I think it's because if I have a ride in mind, I think I subconsciously go in that direction, even though I'm going to end up in the middle. But if I think I'm going to go on Indiana Jones, I'll turn left. If I think I'm going to go to Space Mountain, but like, I know they lead to the same spot, but I don't think I have a preference. I think I just go wherever,
Yeah,
whatever
for
looks
me-
shorter.
For me, usually, unless like I'm meeting up with someone or I do want to go on a certain thing right away, usually it's I'm walking into Disneyland, so I just go to the right.
Mhm.
Like, and a lot of times they'll tell you to stay to the right.
Right.
That's true. Yeah.
So that's what I've seen over time. But so
You guys parked in Mickey and Friends.
yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So and you didn't, right?
I did at the Anaheim Hotel.
How
How
much
it-
did you pay for that again? For the week?
15.
15.
You used a little pass, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you went on a weekday. That's
Yeah,
why.
I went on a Tuesday.
Mhm.
I thought I was going to pay 20. She's like, oh, $15, sir. And I was like, oh, awesome. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So how was that? Walking
It
on the
was
other side.
great, dude.
Yeah.
There was no line to get in. I got there at 9:30.
That yeah, because
So-
he was like, you texted me and you were like, oh, dude, I got in, no line, like it's all great. I'm like, dude, it's 9:30. Like the park's been open for half an hour.
Yeah, yeah, which was fine. It was great. I had no. Yeah, I just walked right in, dude. It felt so good.
No, we entered the gate like at what, 9:10, 9:15?
Yeah, it was.
And we parked like at 8:40, 8:30.
Yeah.
We had to go through security and walk.
It wasn't bad, and I love Mickey and Friends.
Yeah.
But now it seems like there was the other day, and because things are getting worse, like the harbor side is getting a lot longer.
I saw that. I did see that.
And it's not guaranteed for Disneyland. Like when you're on the tram route, it's like you're all going to Disneyland, and it's kind of a moving line.
Right.
So it's like you're all gonna get dumped there no matter what. You're not gonna be turned away because downtown Disney's full or something.
So now that we're on the topic of the tram route, when are they coming back? When will they?
I
be
don't
back?
see why they're not back.
Right? Are they running out Walt Disney World yet? I don't think they are.
No, they're not.
So that's
It's
what I'm
so
saying.
weird.
Like, I don't think we'd get it first before they did. But
Disney World's a little different though, especially for Magic Kingdom, because it's like you have two other ways to get
that's
into
true.
the park.
That's true. Yeah.
It's like they not only have the tram, they have the boat, and they got the monorail.
The tram is isn't it more like Hollywood Studios or something?
I mean, they have the Skyliner too now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So it's
true.
like there's different methods of getting into the park. All we have is the tram and the monorail technically.
I'm wondering. Well, this is what I said to someone else. The problem with our trams is how we line up for them.
Mm-hmm.
You're
because
smushed
you're
together.
inside and it's really tight.
Yeah,
there.
you're smushed together left to right, and there's only so much room between the lineup and security. So they'd have to line you up outside.
Mm-hmm.
And if they line you up outside, you're going to go onto the tram route because there's no room for everyone.
Right.
Mhm.
So I'm wondering if it's just like because everyone's just showing up and they have to distance
Mhm.
that the line is on the tram route.
Right.
Because we moved through the tram route slowly. We didn't walk through like Touch of Disney. We were in line the whole time, right?
Yeah, that's true. I only have two thoughts about it though. So one, could it possibly be staffing? Is there more staffing to run a tram rather than like the
I
tram
mean,
route?
that's true. There's nobody really monitoring the
Yeah.
tram route.
Yeah.
Yeah,
know.
no, there are cast members standing around.
Well, that's why the train's closing earlier, right?
Is that why?
Or that's like the rumor I heard. I saw that on
Mhm.
other people talking about that. That's why it's closed earlier. Just I don't know. And then I think Kirk mentioned it last week too. Did you mention that?
What?
That it could be staffing the train.
Could be.
But
It's
I
just-
saw other people mention it. That's why. So we weren't the only one. But I'm thinking that or another. And then with the trams, I think I said this out loud at the time. Like maybe they could line people up, like save like one of the floors at Mickey and Friends and line and do security there. But then that takes up more parking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or use Pixar Pals or something. You know, because they're not using that entire parking structure.
And they also have 35 pop-up tents that I sold to them and set up originally for Mickey and Friends that they are not using. So
Yeah, I think there's just no the issue is that security is there, so you have to line people up on one side or the other. And once they enter through there, there's like the safety zone.
yeah,
So you can't be it's one or the other. And if you want to line everyone up outside, then you only have between the security gates and the tram route. And then on the inside, you can't like you could line people up for the tram in there
yeah. I don't see them coming back now. Like until
distancing is gone.
distancing is
Yeah.
gone and masks are gone.
And I think it's one of those, like, if it's not broke, like, it's working. People aren't, you know, like, if anything, we're whining about it. But everything I've heard the past week, everyone says, if you don't want to walk, then don't park there. But other than that, it's very easy and it's pretty efficient and quick. So I feel like there's no point in really rushing to do it, bring trams back in.
No,
so.
nobody's complaining except us tram stands.
Yeah.
You know?
It's
Well, like, yeah, but I'm saying people can deal with it unless, you know, or go to Harbor and then, but I don't know.
it's what I always say. You're gonna stop going to Disneyland because the trams are not.
I might. I don't know.
So that's why.
Bring APs back.
That's
I'll go.
always why.
I'll go more.
So, you know, we walk through and we're all excited. So John Harris writes in, did being back match your hype levels, exceed them, or drop below them? Like what?
That's a good question.
You were hyped.
Yeah.
And then you're there. What does it feel like?
Kimmy?
Exceed.
Exceed.
1000% exceed.
Oh wow.
Because I was the same way because there was times during quarantine I was like, I just want to be at Disneyland right now. I don't care. Like just sitting on a bench is fine. And then when the day came, I was like getting nervous. Like, what if I don't like it the same? What if I just get there and say, now what? You know?
Yeah.
But I think in a way it was like familiar, but also new because it was like, what are lines going to be like? What's it going to be like without the characters walking around? What's it going to be like without the parade? So it was like familiar, but also like
There's a lot of unexpected things.
like rediscovering it. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I've never spent that much time in Fantasyland in years.
Yeah.
And we did almost every ride there. And then we were at Galaxy's Edge like all morning and it was great because nobody walked in that corner of the park till we left. And then I did things in a different order than I normally would have. Usually I would have done like Space Mountain first or Indiana Jones first, and we saved those like towards the end of the day. So it exceeded it because I did things I would not have done first, at least.
I think mine matched only because I have been watching so much like history content and like over the past year that this Disneyland has almost become like a heaven in a sense, like a place that is like unreal. I don't know if that makes sense. Like something that I can ever
like an Elysium.
Exactly. Like nothing could ever be that good. But when I'm actually there, I was like, oh, okay, all right, you know. So I don't think it's a bad thing. No, it just kind of grounded me a bit.
It's funny how this order has gone exceeded, matched. It actually dropped below.
Oh yeah.
Me. So not that I wasn't excited to be there. It's that I had this like I built it up in my head, right? But the feeling I got was less than that, but not in a bad way. When I got there, one, hadn't been there in over a year, right? But I was there like last day, right? I'm there. I used to be there all the time, and I've never been there with you, Kimmie. And I had this feeling of familiarity.
Yeah.
Like
and you mentioned that a lot during the day. You kept saying this feels normal. This all feels normal.
Yeah,
it's like nothing ever changed except for the mask, but everything felt normal to you.
It felt familiar. Like, oh, I'm back. Like, it's not, because I was so excited to be there and happy to be there, but I was like, it was just this feeling of like something's been lifted. Like, now I'm just here, right? Instead of like,
I am awake.
yeah, like, I'm not going to say it. But like, it's, that feeling of not like, oh, I'm at this really exciting place. It's, I'm at this place that I'm supposed to be at all the time, that I'm used to being at all the time. That is my third place, and I got it back.
Yeah.
I don't have the movie theaters. Like, I don't want to go back to those. Like, I like restaurants, but it's not like my happy place. It's literally only Disneyland, because everything else, like, the outside, I'm outside whenever I want, all that. So it's like I got this piece of me back. So I'm just here again. And it wasn't, I'm not excited to be here. It's that, like, no, I'm supposed to be here.
It kind of reminds me of like you going to your parents' house after a long time, right? It's something that you love. Like, it's something you grew up with. And it's something that you just
I'm there all the time.
Yeah, me too. That's what I was going to say. That I'm like, I'm at my parents' house like 3 times a week. So for me, it's not the same.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, I'm supposed to be here. It's normal for me.
Yeah.
I think also, though, with like theaters and restaurants, we had alternatives in a way. Like with restaurants, we can still eat outside. Not the same.
And we had drive-ins.
Yeah, we had drive-ins. And then with drive-ins, a lot of things were up for streaming. But Disneyland, there was really no alternative for it anymore. Like, we can go on YouTube, sure, and then Downtown Disney was around, but it wasn't the same. And it was like, hey, you can't go to Disneyland, but the county fair is open. Nothing was open. There was no immersion anywhere, no rides, nothing. So it's like,
I hit like every possible alternative, and nothing matched it. Like, Knott's, Universal, all the food events, Disney World, every possible alternative, just it didn't match.
Yeah, and I always have sympathy for the people who couldn't go to the gym.
Yeah.
However, you can do push-ups wherever you want.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
Hold on though.
I know what you mean.
What are you doing at the gym? You're exercising and you're working out.
Yeah.
I know they were sold out for a long time. You can get exercise equipment. You can get used exercise equipment because everyone buys it and never uses it.
Yeah.
You can still exercise.
Yeah.
Is it the same? No. You can still get a piece of it. You can only be at Disneyland at Disneyland.
Yeah.
That's it. It is a singular place. I can watch movies at home. Is it better in a theater for a lot of people? Of course it is. But you're not missing out on movies.
Exactly.
I am missing out on Space Mountain until I am literally on it. You can miss out at Space Mountain while you're at Disneyland. Like, that's it. So that was the weird feeling for me. It's like there is no alternative because that's it. Disneyland is one place.
Right.
So, so it's weird where it was that for me, but it wasn't because of the hype. It was like, no, it's just like things are wrong right now.
Yeah.
This is a part of my life that's missing, and now it's back. All right, so we're back. We're still like walking in the main street.
Yeah.
But Main Street's the first thing. You can't get past it.
Yeah.
How'd that feel?
Interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah. There was a lot of people when I got there.
Oh.
Yeah. Like all those videos and even the picture I think you sent me, it was like pretty empty.
That was at noon.
I was I passed by Main Street at least like 4 or 5 times throughout the day, and never once did I see it that empty.
Really?
Yeah, it was popping. I don't know why.
Did you go in the shops at all during the day?
I didn't.
Yeah, neither did we.
Yeah, I didn't step foot into pretty much a shop. I was on it all day. Didn't stop.
So yeah, just busy for you.
It was very busy. Yeah.
Interesting.
I can't even come up with why.
Yeah.
I don't know what everyone's in
Was
there.
my only guess is were there a lot of families? Like
Maybe.
on a weekday, maybe more kids.
It
more
was May the 4th?
families.
I don't know.
That too. Yeah,
I don't know if they were selling stuff at the Emporium, like Star Wars
None
stuff.
of the merch was special.
And they were selling it too at Launch Bay. They
Yeah.
were selling the Starbucks cups that you bought.
Dude, I went on
yeah.
Disney Store and just bought them. Like,
yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm saying like they were everything was out, so I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Interesting.
But it was cool. It was cool. It was nice to be able just to walk down, hear the loop. You know.
that music was just slapping me in the face. Like, it felt great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you like Main Street, Kimmie?
Huh? Oh, why did I? Oh, it was like there were still people waving when we were walking through.
Oh,
so
you guys
it
still
was
got the waves?
like a few, not that
Oh,
many. You
wow.
can tell people were kind of like, all right, go back inside. Like, wrap
RJ
it.
is looking forward to the waves. He was,
You
'cause-
got to get the first thing then if you want that.
Yeah. He's like, no, I can't wait for that because I guess he used to do that as a kid all the time.
Oh,
And I was like,
yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's a very Apple centric thing for me.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
you got your new
Oh,
iPhone.
yeah.
Oh, that's cringe, dude.
I saw that. I've never seen that in person.
He's
but I've
camped
seen
out
that
for an
online.
iPhone.
Yeah.
No,
Which
you
one, the
haven't.
4S or 5?
4S, yeah. And one of my friends sold it to me.
Where is that for us now?
Oh,
Sitting in a
I
drawer
have a
somewhere?
Who knows?
5S downstairs. I'm giving
No.
my uncle.
My dad keeps all our iPhones. He has like some
Oh, does he?
old ones. He just
Oh, that's
keeps them
cool.
in a drawer. They're funny.
Oh no, I have
No.
phones older than iPhones, but
No, but we walked. Sorry, Main Street. We were walking down Main Street, and we stopped at the partner statue, but there was like this long line. I'm like, this is gonna clear up in like a couple hours. So, yeah, we walked up to there, and then we walked through the castle.
didn't we take a picture on like the side of the partner statue because it was like there was no. Let me check.
I don't think we took one together though. I think it was just of it because I took multiple that day, and I took one with my film camera too. But we went back later, and there was nobody waiting
so
for it.
really quick, this Fujifilm,
Yeah,
is this a thing now? Because I kid you not, that picture I took with Brandy in front of the castle,
yeah.
this couple took it, and she's like, "Hey, can you take a picture of us too?"
Yeah.
And she handed me a green Fujifilm disposable,
They're the only ones that make it now.
You know what it is?
Oh, that's
So
what it
everyone's trying to buy
like film cameras.
film cameras, but
Yeah.
one, they're hard to find if you want a specific one. They're expensive, and film's very expensive. And
Yeah.
disposable camera, you just throw them in your bag and you go. And then
Mm-hmm.
I take mine to Photo Lab in Costa Mesa, and they're ready within hours.
Yeah.
So I just think disposable cameras are more accessible and they're more dummy proof. You don't have to sit there and deal with dials or anything. But yeah, I got a 2-pack at Walmart. So
No, you can buy them at Walmart. What the heck?
So what can't you buy at
two for
Walmart?
$16, literally.
Wow.
I think it was more expensive to develop them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I remember taking those to summer camp. My mom gave me a disposable
I would take them
camera.
on field trips, I think. My mom still has
Yeah,
them.
maybe that too.
The
But it's
Kodak yellow ones.
Yeah. Do
Yeah.
they still sell those?
I don't know.
I have
Is
not
Kodak
seen
still
them.
a thing?
Dude, they're so
think-
stupid.
I think they are, but I think like real photographers will be like, use Fujifilm. Like that's just
Yeah.
more like I don't get.
I just love that Kodak invented the digital camera
And they
then
were just like, "This is gonna be
bury
nothing."
it,
Yeah.
bury it.
Wow.
Okay, does this invoke any memories for you guys?
No.
I
nothing.
had one of these.
Are those like those underwater cameras?
That's what it
No,
looks
no, it's a
like.
kid. It's a Fisher Price camera.
Oh wow.
I need
It's this big.
I need one for River now.
This is
It's
amazing.
adorable.
Yeah, let me see if I can flip this, put it on the screen like a little bit. I don't know.
That's cool.
It was totally a thing, but I had one.
No,
Yeah.
I had the ones that had that strip. It was like that long, thin camera with like a strip. Okay, I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna
I know
look
what you're
it
talking
up.
about.
What's
I know
it
what you're
called?
talking
What's it
about.
called?
There's those skinny long ones. It was weird. I
do you
remember. That was Fuji, wasn't it?
I know, but like I don't know, but I feel like this. It's Polaroid.
Let me see.
Remember these? And it came like in a long strip.
Yeah.
Could you develop these?
That's the most like 2000 thing I've ever seen.
It's called Polaroid iZone. iZone instant film
iZone.
camera.
Of course.
I don't know
Was
if
the
we
I
had one.
an I
It's a
or?
lowercase I. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Oh, it looks like Polaroid iZone.
No, I have an original Polaroid at work.
Oh, you
with
do?
the leather case. The
Yeah.
Polaroid with the accordion. Apparently they're worth nothing.
I have like the new ones. I have a pink one like that. The Polaroid.
I thought
one?
that's a Fuji one.
Is that Fuji?
The one in your profile picture or contact picture. That's the Instax thing, right?
Yeah.
That's
I don't know why we're talking about film cameras. Anyways.
Okay.
No, yeah. But we
have
eventually
you
walked-
have you
Yes.
not complained about our sidetracks?
Yeah. I
You are
do.
now part of this is Instax.
Oh, okay. I stand corrected.
Fujifilm.
Is that okay? I stand
Yeah.
corrected. But yeah, and then we walked through the castle. And then I saw this online, and I don't think I walked through the castle enough, clearly, because I forgot you can hear, what song was playing when we walked through it? The castle. Is it When You Wish Upon a Star?
Maybe.
And like everyone online was like, I just want to walk through the castle and hear that. I go, can you hear that? Because
You mentioned it when we walked through.
yeah, because I'm like, oh, online people kept saying they missed this, and then I think I'm thinking back. They usually block it off. I think during certain times of the day they block off to walk through the castle. So this was like one of the few times it was open. So I don't know.
They just block it off for the fireworks.
Yeah.
Is that it? Okay, then I don't go to Fantasyland a lot though, so I never go in that direction.
I love fantasy.
I did not walk through the castle.
Oh, well, next time.
Did
You know
you take
what?
a castle
You know
picture?
what? On
I
his
did.
birthday, you guys can go like shoulder to shoulder, just walking together. And me and Brandy will watch. That was great though. Yes, but it was lovely walking through Main Street.
Yeah.
It made
and
me very happy.
so
Actually, did I walk through the castle? That's what I'm thinking about. I don't know.
Wait, what was? Okay, we're talking about first ride next. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I won't spoil. Never mind.
So yeah, that leads us to our first ride. And because we walked through the castle, what was our first ride?
The first ride we saw, the carousel.
Yeah, we were like, what do we do? Should it be Snow White? But it had a long line. We're like, we'll just do it
Well,
later.
also we had rise reservations, so
Yeah.
we weren't sure if we had to go in that direction or just keep going. And we had our callback was an hour later. So
Shout out to
we were
Group
fine.
1.
Group
Yeah,
one.
Group 1.
But yeah, we were like, what should it be? Should it be like a crazy, like one of the mountains or something
Yeah.
like that? And I'm like, let's just do the carousel.
Yeah.
It's neutral, first of all. Like we both like it, right? And then I was like, it's the reason Disneyland exists,
Yeah.
right? It's the first ride too. It's like Walt's whole thing. Go on the carousel, and it was great.
Yeah, that's a good move.
And you got to see, you got to take in Fantasyland. It forces you to look around and like stop for a second.
Question. Do you guys put on the strap?
I almost did, and Kirk was like, "Kimmy, that's only for kids."
Is
And
it
I was
only for
like,
kids?
Okay.
But and a cast member watched me like not do it. He didn't say anything, so I'm like, "Okay, clearly
So
I'm fine."
I say that to everyone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, am I the crazy one? And then I heard the cast member over the PA. They said something like, put on the waist strap only for young ones.
yeah,
Oh,
like
okay.
clockwork. He said it when we were talking about it.
Yeah,
I
they
said,
don't want you to
"Oh,
stretch
okay."
it out or something.
Yeah,
I don't know. And
yeah.
because I always see people put it on. I'm like, no, it's just because kids squirm.
Yeah.
You're sitting in a chair and this thing's spinning around. Like you're not going to move.
Yeah, and it makes sense because people stand on that.
Yeah.
So it's like, duh, like you don't need it if you're not a kid. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. But yeah,
What
that
was
was
your-
that was a great ride.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it felt nice. It felt the most like magical, like because you
Yeah.
feel like a kid too. You're on a
Yeah.
carousel, And now I'm like, that was like the thing I mentioned, like what twice I did it when Disneyland closed. I'm like, what a great way to start the day too.
Yeah, no, that's a great idea.
So
That
what'd
was
you do?
What did I start?
Okay, you and I,
Mhm.
you didn't post anything.
No, I posted like
I
two
literally
things.
asked Kirk. I said, "What did Rain do?" He's like, "I don't know." I said, "Everything you know, I know." I go, "No, but like, what rise did he get? Or the rise number did he get? Like, what did he start with? What did
Yeah.
he end with?" He's like, "I don't know." And I was like,
Yeah,
"Okay."
like people ask me, I'm like, if it's about a Disney trip, which it's been downtown Disney this whole time, I don't ask you till we're on the show.
Yeah.
And then Kev will be like, "Oh, Rain went to San Diego. What was that like?" I'm like, I ask him when he comes over, like, because we text
Yeah.
about other stuff and we any other thing we just talk about it in person. But what did you do? What was your first ride?
Rise.
So you didn't do anything?
I didn't do anything. I went straight to
Oh,
Rise.
your group was called.
Actually, I take that back.
Oh.
Smuggler's Run was my first ride.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. I bolted to Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
I went on May the 4th. So I
That's
kind of
true.
figured like
Yeah.
throughout the day, Galaxy's Edge is going to start getting a little crazy. People
a lot
taking
of influencers
pictures.
were there on
Yeah.
the 4th, yeah.
And people buying that lightsaber pack, the double lightsaber pack. Did you see that? The
Nope.
Skywalker pack?
no. Oh, is
They
this
were
the
selling
Leia one?
Leia, yeah.
It was
I saw
Leia
that.
and Luke's, no? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was like $375 for both.
It's two of them. Yeah.
Energy.
And yeah, shout out to Magic Carpet Ride. He used a reservation.
Oh, he got it?
Yeah,
he got
he got
it.
it.
Yeah, I was wondering. I'm like, did he get it? Because he was waiting in a line. But then went, oh.
Oh.
But yeah, I went directly to Smuggler's Run. I saw it was a 5-minute wait. So I was just like, you know what? It's already time for me to get on Rise.
Mhm.
I'm just going to go on this really quick because why not? It's 5 minutes. It's
Yeah.
almost literally a walk on.
And then you have an hour to get back, right? When they call
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
yeah.
So
you
I
had time. Yeah.
yeah, I had like 20 minutes to spare
Mhm.
maybe after I went on Smuggler's Run. But we did Smuggler's Run, had pilots, of course, because there's nobody else on it, which
Yeah.
is great. It's a different experience though.
It's cool though because you just like,
Mm-hmm.
Now we're just yelling at each other, not at the people.
yeah. Oh, yeah, you yelled at me.
I was yeah. Anyways,
Okay, no, I
don't
thought
wanna get
okay,
into it.
no. So I hit her button in the beginning.
I was so mad at you.
If
for
you don't
doing
hit the
that.
button fast enough, it cancels out the chair.
Oh,
It
really?
flies it for you. That's what those buttons are.
But he's like, I was like, tell me to hit it. I was so mad.
You know,
Oh, man.
It's like when you're a kid and you're like shotgun and the kid runs in front of you. It's like, no, like that's mine.
Even though the one time I've seen her play a video game, she used inverted controls. She didn't want to do the inverted up and down. So I took it. My first time back at Disneyland in over a year, I let her pull the hyperspace lever.
Yeah.
And you boosted when we went off. So I don't want to hear that.
Yeah,
you hit my button to turn on the console.
I took the hyperspace for sure. Yeah.
I did the second one.
Oh, okay.
That's, it's a fair thing to do. Anyways.
So yeah, I went there, then went on Rise right after, and it's only second time ever on Rise, which I was really happy.
Yeah,
I think
same here.
Same, yeah.
Was there a line to get on Rise?
There was. It was maybe like 20 minutes or so that I waited.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. And it was just as great as I remembered. Yeah, it really is a good ride.
So how do you feel about Rise? Is it fun?
It's very fun.
Yeah?
I have a good time.
I have a good time.
Mhm.
I don't have fun.
Really.
So hold on. I've heard this concept. Even you, Kimmie, you know what The Last of Us is. It's about the end of the world during zombies, and the main character's daughter died 20 years ago, and he finds another daughter, not a real daughter, but like that's sad game, right? I haven't played it, but it's a masterpiece, as people say, right? Amazing game, work of art. It's not a fun game.
It's depressing.
It's depressing.
Yeah.
You couldn't play Last of Us Part 2 for like a month because you were like, it's too sad.
I never played. I never
It
finished
keeps you
it.
interested.
But it's not fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and not all games have to be fun.
No.
Pokemon Snap is fun.
It's like watching a movie. Not all movies are fun.
Schindler's List, not fun.
Definitely not a fun movie.
Have you seen that movie?
No.
You've never seen Schindler's List?
No, it just
Wow.
came up because someone was talking about this on a podcast about
Wow.
Returnal and
That's a lot
And
of
the
my favorite
Seinfeld
movies aren't
episode.
fun movies, so that makes sense.
yeah. And I almost only like fun
I don't
movies.
think Rise is depressing.
No. But fun versus I still think Rise is amazing and I love it.
Yeah. It's a technical marvel.
But then when I was on Space Mountain later, I was like headbanging to the music with a giant smile on my face. Like I was literally like this the whole time, like with
Well,
my
it's like-
eyes wide open. It's not like that on Rise. Rise is like, oh, this is so cool. I'm in a thing. Oh, there's Kylo Ren.
The ride, or even just the even with all the queue open, like the first time we rode it before the shutdown happened. To me, I told my friend it's very stop and go. Outside of the queue, once you go in the ride, you like get out, you turn, you see the stormtrooper, and then they shoot, and then it's like there's a lot of stopping and going. The most thrilling part is the drop, and even then, it's like 2 seconds and you're already out of there. So I think that's why, like for Space Mountain, it's literally a roller coaster. So
Yeah.
you're always moving and you're always doing something. Where with Rise, it's a lot of like
I don't think it's a thrill ride.
we can't go that fast because we need you to look at everything we built for
Also,
you. You know what I
it's
mean?
trackless.
Yeah. And trackless is insane though. Like
I wonder how
it's
fast you
the
can do
trackless.
Yeah, because it's pretty slow moving. That ride is very slow moving.
I don't think it could go fast because it's on a glossy floor,
Yeah,
so it makes it work.
yeah.
For some reason, I'm just not convinced on the trackless thing.
no?
I'm
pretty
convinced for
convinced.
a ride like Rise.
Yeah.
I'm still convinced. I'm sure it's great. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. I've said it like this on the show like 10 times. A runaway railway is not trackless. It's Big Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's got to be. To me, it's like, why isn't this faster?
I just couldn't believe when we disembarked the ride, I was literally like right there. I don't know. Like it moved this way and
When it pulls to the side, it's cool.
yeah. But I was talking to Brandy about this. Like, imagine I take my grandma on Rise. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I guarantee you for older people like that aren't really like hip with the technology and stuff. They don't really know what's going on. It's probably like sensory overload in there. Like they don't probably realize it's a screen. You know what I mean? Like a bunch of
No, like the group in front of us were old people, and I thought the same thing. I said their minds are about to be blown. Like just watching them go on it. So yeah, I get what you mean.
Oh yeah, there is no spoilers. Just the part where that door pulls away. This old woman who got out of a scooter was leaning against the door, and Kimmie's like, "That wall is gonna move."
And I told her like 3 times, and I don't think she heard me. And I think eventually
When it opened, she was, like, all
the younger
startled.
person with her kind of like pulled on her, like, "Hey,
Yeah.
you got to move. It's gonna move." And because they were just like open mouth staring at it, the cutout. I was like, "That's their first time." It was really sweet. It was really sweet, but I didn't want them to get hurt. Was my thing.
Wait, you
so.
guys were in the room with somebody else?
Yes.
just that one room, but we had our own ride
The
vehicle.
holding cell.
Yeah, the whole
Yeah, we were by ourselves.
Were there people with you?
No.
Oh,
It could have been also, what if there was a bigger group in front of you and they didn't want
Maybe.
like
There was actually.
Our group had, the other group had like what, 3 people?
it was enough people for one car.
Right.
Oh,
right.
okay.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
it's 2 cars per group, which it works out with. Because they had 4 spots in there.
Yeah.
Because you could put 2 parties per car. But
That's why
Because there's plexiglass.
Right,
And were
right.
you guys in the front row?
yeah.
Yeah. So we never got to see the plexiglass.
He told us to go in the back, and I'm like, I went in the front. Like, what?
No.
They didn't say anything to us. No.
Yeah.
But
No, I was nervous the whole time in line. You saw me. I don't like drops. Absolutely hate drops.
Really?
So I could not fully appreciate it because I was thinking about the drop. Like, oh my God, the drop. Oh my God, the drop. And I like grabbed Kirk, I said, and I like crouched forward and I'm like, I don't want to feel this drop. And then it was over. I was like, okay, it wasn't that bad.
they have like a nice knurled metal bar for you to hold on to, though.
Mhm.
I don't know if he knows if he's watched it, but RJ, don't worry, man. The drop is like not a drop.
Oh, no.
It's not a
If
drop.
I can get on it, you're fine. Like
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
the biggest wuss. Because no, after that ride, I told you I'm not doing Splash Mountain anymore. That was 1 drop for the day. I'm not doing a second drop. Like
I was at Disneyland or California Adventure with RJ when Tower of Terror was doing the after dark,
Yeah.
Right.
like when they were closing it down,
Mhm.
and it was a 5-minute wait. I don't do drops, man. You wouldn't get on. But it's nothing like
I
that.
would not have gone on either.
Wow.
Nothing.
I've done
and
Tower
he's not
once, and I'll never do it again.
Here's the thing,
Yeah.
though. He's not scared.
Mhm.
It's he doesn't. He gets
doesn't
that.
like
No,
the
I'm the
feeling.
same way.
Some people get that
I
feeling.
physically get sick, so
Yeah.
for me, I'm like, no.
Oh yeah, and
I don't want to bother. Yeah.
I know one of my friends has like vertigo,
Mm.
but she like looked it up and people like, you're gonna be fine on this ride, and she was fine.
Yeah.
But it all depends, right?
By the way, I remember how we've talked about like we've discussed the After Dark thing for Guardians. I thought I had never done it. I found a picture of me doing
Monsters
it.
After Dark.
Yeah. So
Oh.
I guess I have done it. Yeah.
Your memory, man.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's not the best. It's not,
Yeah.
definitely not the best.
All right. So now you're off a ride. Did you get around to a wrap?
No.
And you got the green milk. You got the Toydarian swirl.
Oh, and that was
did.
only for that day for
It
May the
was.
4th.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was.
hmm
Tastes good. I don't like the mango pieces.
I've never tried it.
They're
I
a
was.
little-
I didn't know what it was. In all honesty, I'm like, is this peach? Is this mango? Is it lychee? Like there were. It
And
was
there's chamoy on it.
chamoy like mixed into it.
with tahini. Yeah.
Oh, tahini on the top.
Tahini.
Tahini was very abrupt. There was a lot of tahini on the top.
Yeah, you're supposed to mix it, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Mm.
it's great, but the mango pieces are gross.
Yeah.
The texture was just
Yeah.
like random
I've
slime.
never tried it.
I think you can get it without them because they scoop them in.
Mm.
But
But we got one of those and blue milk. Had a couple chimichangas. You know.
oh yeah. So
Yeah.
you went to Frontierland and got the chimneys.
Yeah. We there were some chairs like in between Fantasyland and Frontierland. They're
Mhm.
like some seats. We sat there. I said, Brandy, sit here. We got the blue milk already and the green milk. And I went to go get the chimneys, came back and had a nice little early lunch.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's the thing to think about. We had to like figure out like, okay, we need to carve out time to sit and eat because
Yeah.
you can't walk around with anything
Yeah.
right now. And
Yeah.
then the blue milk, we had to stand and drink our blue milk. We couldn't take it anywhere. So
Yeah, I got the Rontolis garden wrap.
Mm-hmm.
So good. I
Yeah.
took a bite of the regular one. It's still good.
You said
thought
you were
the
having
regular
some problems with the mobile order, right?
It just like it was such an extended time, and then we
Yeah.
found out you could get in line, but they're very
Yeah.
unclear.
I wish they said here, like, hey, and I think maybe they don't.
They don't want you.
They
to.
don't want you to because they want to encourage mobile ordering. But there
Yeah.
were places you can walk up to and like come on in, like you can order it. And it was nowhere on the app, and there was no signs really. It was just you had to figure it out.
It was so weird. When I ordered the blue milk, I did it on the mobile, on the app, of course. And I
We
was
didn't do that, did we? We walked up.
No, I ordered that.
Oh, right.
'Cause I think they
Mhm.
Again, they were like mobile order here. And I was
Yeah.
like, but I saw someone go and pay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
I was
I'm
like,
waiting.
I'm not going to argue.
I'm waiting there. 10 minutes pass, and then I hear rainwater, and I'm like, "Hey, what's up, Cuevas?" I see Jaron.
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah, I saw Jaron in the distance and started talking to him a little bit. And I'm like, "Oh, how long did you wait for your blue milk? I've already been waiting like 10 minutes." And he's like, "I just walked up and it was like 2 minutes. I don't know." And I was like, "Oh, God."
Yeah.
Still took another 10 minutes after that or so. And the first thing he asked me though, "This thing really up to the hype that Kirk makes it out to be?" And I was like, "It is. It's good. It's good." He did not like it, but to each his own.
I don't mind it. I like both. I
Yeah.
actually enjoy both. And there's people that love one or hate the other or whatever, but I
Mhm.
actually like both.
Green is fine. I just never crave it.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
crave
I
blue
don't,
milk.
I don't crave either. I just
I love blue milk. I really love it.
I still think about that idea that Matthew Serrano told us about the whole like vegan horchata or like almond milk horchata that was blue. I kind of would.
No, it is rice milk.
I thought it's coconut.
It's
Milk.
coconut.
I think is green coconut.
No. They're both rice milk,
Right.
but they have different flavors.
Right.
So
yeah.
green is citrus and blue is dragon fruit.
Mm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What about some cinnamon? Some horchata. That's what.
But okay, so here's my own.
In Oga's Cantina, you get a cookie. What kind of cookie is that?
I
Like
think
a
it's-
sugar cookie?
It looks like a shortbread cookie.
Oh, I've never tried it, but yeah.
So, well, here's my problem. Like with Starbucks, right? You can get a sweet.
Mm-hmm.
When you eat something sweet and you drink something less sweet, it doesn't taste sweet at all. It's gross.
Yeah.
You can't eat a cookie and then drink a mocha. The mocha is just going to taste like coffee, and then you wasted $4.65 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
And the sugar in it's just kind
Yeah.
of a waste.
But how was it? We were talking about blue milk, right?
Spending so much time in Galaxy's Edge.
That's fine. We spent a lot of time in
Me
Galaxy.
too.
But
Me
you saw
too.
2 fans there of the show.
Yeah.
They were both in Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah, we saw Danielle and Sebastian.
I did not see anyone, except Deanna. I hung out with Deanna for a bit.
Oh yeah.
Deanna and Nick. But other than that, I did not see.
Yeah.
Any
So, okay. When you were there, I had this feeling. Did you guys have like what next? Like, what do I have to do next? What's next?
I
'Cause-
kept thinking. A little Kirk popped up on the side of my shoulder
Uh-huh.
here, and he's like, "If there's no wait, you do it."
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And I kept thinking that in my head. So like right after we ate, Big Thunder was 5 minutes. I'm like, we're doing Big Thunder.
That's what we did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
we,
like,
we,
oh,
we,
it's-
we did that route.
It said
yeah.
10, and
Yeah.
we're like, yeah, we're getting on.
So I did Galaxy's Edge, Big Thunder, and then I looped around, did Fantasyland, did every single thing in Fantasyland except Casey Jr.
Yeah. Okay.
We didn't do Casey or Alice. Those are the 2 we didn't do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did everything else.
Yeah. So, what did you have that feeling? Like
I think
I want
well,
to plan, but I don't want to plan.
Yeah, well, I told you my must-dos. I said
Yeah.
I need to do Haunted. I need to do for me. I'm like the Fab Four, whatever. But like, I knew I needed to do Space Mountain, Indiana Jones, Pirates, Haunted, and Big Thunder. Like those are my 5 I have to do. And Haunted Mansion was refurbished, but even outside of refurbishment, I wanted to go on that ride. Snow White was like the 6th one in a way because it was new.
Mm-hmm.
But I said, if I don't go on anything else, I mean, I want to do everything, but if I couldn't do anything else, I had to be okay just doing those. So for me, that was my quote list of things, but like how we got to them was fine. Like Space Mountain was at the end of the day. It was just, as long as I ride it at some point today, I don't care when.
You know what's crazy is that on a typical Disney day, those 6 can sometimes encompass the whole day.
Yeah.
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
Yeah.
But not during this week of magic, you know?
Yeah. I've only done more rides once.
I've never done
I went with my cousin Adam at Rope Drop on a Friday because he was about to go to college. I was already in college, but this was before we were on the quarter system, so we didn't start till like September or something. And he was gonna move to Westwood, so we're like, okay, we're gonna go. We were gonna go on a weekday, like a random weekday to save like people.
Yeah.
You know, this is before peak times and all that. I think did I have a pass? I don't even know. But the big deal was it was a Friday. They closed at midnight.
Ooh.
Whoa.
We did.
Long day.
We did everything that was open. So no Finding Nemo Dutch oven, and we couldn't get on the railroad. They stopped boarding or something,
I see.
which is fine.
I wanted to do that too.
Yeah.
Yes, that
So
was something I wanted.
yeah, I had this. I'm hoping it's not like this the next time because we had already gone once. I had like this like decision making thing. Like you got to decide, right? Like what's next, and every decision has like an impact. And I wasn't thinking about it all day.
And you told me that too. You're like, if you do this ride, you might not make it to this ride, so you got to think about it. So I was like, oh, okay,
Well,
right, yeah.
Yeah, because like you ended up like you're fine with the stuff we didn't go on, that kind of thing. But
yeah.
I know what goes on in my head. And I understand how you feel about things, but not everything, right? But for me, it's like, I just think like, here's the consequence, and I'm usually okay with it. So I was like, you just have to think about it that way. You can, as long as you know what the outcome is and you can accept it.
Yeah.
Whatever, right?
I think, what I learned was, because we did Big Thunder, and then I said, okay, we're already in this area. Let's check out, Indy, Pirates, Haunted, and then we can go towards the back and check Winnie the Pooh. So we did Winnie the Pooh first because we walked past Haunted. It said 35 minutes, but the line went all the way towards like Harper Galley. It was really long at that point, or it looked long. Probably
This
was
for
not.
Haunted?
For Haunted,
Okay.
because it's spaced out and it was like around noon at this time. So I feel like it was like we need to do Haunted right now
Yeah.
because it's new, and
Yeah.
so we did Winnie the Pooh. And we're walking back, and I was thinking, I was like, oh, like we're already here. Let's just do Haunted. Let's do Indy. And it was like 12:45, and Kirk's like, they're gonna stop boarding the train at 1:30, so you have to be okay not going on the train. So I almost had to just be like, all right, let's just skip this area,
Right.
do the train, but come back to this area. But it worked out because by 3, everything was like super short by
Yeah,
that point.
because
So
I knew. I know Space Mountain all day is gonna have a wait, just because people will go on it multiple times because
Right.
it's so fun, right?
Mhm.
And it's like one party per little rocket,
Mhm.
and I knew for sure that as much as people love Haunted Mansion and Pirates, they're gonna do it once. Pirates because it's like almost everyone's favorite ride besides Haunted Mansion, and Haunted Mansion people just want to see the new thing.
Mhm.
There's only a certain number of people here. People aren't showing up later.
Right.
There is
right.
no pass holders show up after work.
Yeah.
People are going to get it out of their system. There's going to be no wait.
Right.
And we walked on the Haunted Mansion had like a 10-minute wait.
well, my only concern though was that people can jump over at 1.
Yeah.
But I didn't know what the number would look like. I knew it wouldn't be like crazy, but I was like, I don't know what that's because when we were on the train, I saw people lining up to get to
Yeah.
Disneyland. So
Oh, really?
mhm.
Oh,
And there was
wow.
not a lot of people, but
Yeah.
a good crowd. Yeah.
There was a slight boost to certain things
Mhm.
because I'm sure more people hopped into Disneyland than out.
Mhm.
But we,
Yeah.
we heard about the whole capacity thing, how they had the buffer and
Mhm.
all that. But yeah, I knew that these wouldn't be that bad. And I knew we'd come back because
Yeah.
we wanted really bad to do the train.
Mhm.
It's like we have to do it at some point. We will come back here. We won't skip out on Haunted Mansion
Mhm.
to go on like Mr. Toad, even though
Right,
we went
right.
on Mr. Toad, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay.
No, I had one more thought about crowds actually, or talking about like the 1 p.m. whatever.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it. I think I mentioned it to you. I saw these same people over and over and
Yeah.
over.
Yeah, that's how
So
it
in a
goes, though.
weird, no, but like in a weird way, even though there was less people there and like there wasn't any parades and like you weren't up in people's like, space, it felt more intimate because I feel like I saw the same people over and over. I'm like, hey, they did the ride with us, and like, oh, no,
Yeah.
they're over there. Like there was a girl, I think that took the photo of us at the end of the day. I saw her at least 10 times that day.
Yeah, we were on the train
She
with
was
her.
wearing like, was she on the train? Yeah,
She
she
was
was
the one in
wearing like
front of us, yeah.
the Cheshire Cat dress. I think those are the colors. And then I kept seeing the same couple dressed like Musketeers like all day, and I felt like it was kind of nice.
I saw this guy dressed up as a first order officer
Mhm.
like 6 times, and he was by himself, just walking around as a first order officer.
that woman was by herself too
Yeah.
the whole day. It was kind of cool.
And then Calibi just follows me everywhere.
Was he there that day?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all the influencers were.
Yeah. Yep. Every time I'm anywhere, like kids there.
But it was nice.
Yeah. So, okay. I had a weird feeling about this. How did it feel lining up for the rides outside? I'm going to go first this time.
Mm-hmm.
Mitchell.
So, being outside, one little like for some of the rides, it was weird. Like, Pirates, it was like
Yeah.
you stand at the door.
Yeah.
So this was kind of like the next 3 things all in one. So I felt like, okay, we're in a line
Mm-hmm.
and we're in a line for this temporary state of Disneyland.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you're inside, it's like they rush you, like run through, get
Right.
to the ride vehicle. So I had this like odd feeling where it kind of like, it didn't kill the rides for me,
Mhm.
but there was like these pockets of time throughout the day where it was like, it snaps you out of it, where you're like, oh, I am in a weird time.
Mm-hmm.
Where you're in line, that's fine. And then you get like, there's all the distancing and all
Mhm.
that. And then you get in and it's like, go, 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 go. How many of you? And then you see plexiglass everywhere. And then
Yeah.
you're kind of like taken out of it for a moment.
I feel like the queues are so hyper themed and so like a lot of them are so beautiful. It sucks. It sucks just having to rush through it.
It's weird. It's like you see them empty
Yeah.
and then you see the plexiglass, but then you also see how beautiful they are because there's nobody there.
That's true too.
And then you're also reminded, oh, hey, next time I should take a closer look at all these things because I'm not able to right now.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I did, I know I keep cutting you.
No, that's
You're
fine.
always about to talk.
No, go ahead.
But what I also felt like, so we're going to, you guys can talk about all 3 of these things at the same time.
Okay.
Did it feel like the cast members were more like employees hard at work, like they were stressed? Like the line workers.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like they were very like, go, 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 go. Next party. How many of you? And like they had some of them had the face shields on. Like
Mhm.
they didn't they didn't seem like they were as cheery as normal. Cause like where you see it seems like the most cast members is Pirates. You get the person the thing,
The loading dock.
they're like the person with the buttons,
Oh,
the dispatcher.
Yeah.
And then there's someone on the exit side, and then on the left side, and they put their hands up, and then like it goes like they're all chilling, and they're all like friends with each other. And right now it's like go 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 go.
Yeah.
And I felt like they weren't having. I'm sure they were excited to be back,
Right.
but they seemed a little stressed. I don't know if that's just me, but like, how did all that feel as one package?
You want to go first?
Yeah, I think my defense for not defense, but like the only way to justify it is I think attraction workers right now probably have the most I don't want to say stress, but they have
Responsibility.
they have the responsibility, because not only are they checking like safety, like making sure you're strapped in, whatever, but I think about like pirates or Indiana, like we're not, maybe weren't pirates, but I read online, I don't know how accurate this is, that they sped up the ride slightly. And like we said, we never were stuck behind we were never hitting other boats. So
Yeah.
I think they probably time it to a T. Like the second you enter the building, you need to be on that ride.
It's
it's
more
like-
of a dance.
So I think for them, it's not even that they're stressed or like, because I mean, they were never rude. They were just very like, all right, how many people? Okay, sit down. Okay, go. And like, I think that they just have to be hyper aware, like at all times. I think like they don't get the leisure of like, how's everyone doing? How many people are there? It's like, no, we only have this amount of time. And Pirates especially, because that ride is longer than the rest. So it's like you have to just be on it. Indiana Jones really bummed me out because that line was made to stand in. And like it was cool to go through the Jungle Cruise part. I think they did a really good job using that line because because Adventureland is already a bottleneck. You cannot, I can only imagine snaking a line through there. They'd be impossible. There's no way they could do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think just like the second we entered like the beginning and we just ran through that ride.
Yeah.
I felt weird slowing down. We just kept running. And then in the room with the video playing, I noticed they cut out anything that wasn't a safety spiel. They cut out the eye on the glow part.
Yeah.
They cut out the Sala, what's his name? Sala? The Sala part.
Gimli.
It was literally just they kept looping that. And that was it. So it I took it out of it. But if I'm not mistaken, I think Indiana Jones at some point, it was almost a completely indoor queue. But then they had to stop doing that because of like fire code or whatever. Like now that it's like half the lines outside, half the lines inside.
Because the tunnel portions that you go like left and right.
Yeah.
That's always pretty clear from what I remember. It's
Yeah.
you start queuing up once you get to that larger room with the pull string.
Yeah, I heard before though, like when they first opened, the line went
Everywhere.
all the way through there, but at some point they had to stop doing that. So I wonder if it feels similar to that. Like, I don't know, but
Yeah.
I felt weirdly enough like that I had the most interaction with cast members this time. Like I got, hey, that's a tram on your mask, like 4 times.
Oh right.
the
I didn't bring
on
this
Main
up.
Street. Yeah.
So when we were at the railroad, we were taking pictures of the characters.
It was
This
Pluto,
guy was
Chip and
saying
Dale.
something.
Yeah.
Oh, and he had a mic.
Yeah,
He had a
about the
mic on.
Universal tram.
Oh,
And the other
okay.
cast members were like, no, it's not. And I'm like, no, it's this one. And then so when we're walking, this cast member goes, no, we know it's the Disneyland tram. He's just been quoting the tram tour all day.
She like
Like,
whispered that. Yeah.
Yeah, they were like annoyed.
One guy asked me if I was a cast member.
Oh,
He's like,
Oh.
are you one of the people who do the tram? I'm like, no, I'm just a big fan of the tram. I have a whole podcast about it. And he's like,
That's funny.
oh, all right.
so I did want to bring up, because we brought up Indiana Jones in the Jungle Cruise queue. They put this box there. This end up from Professor Henry Jones, Lost Delta, India to British Colonial Affairs, Delhi, India. Like they
That's
had like
awesome.
a themed crate.
Yeah. Okay.
And, of course, the Jade Elephant.
Right.
The Easter egg, yeah.
Yeah.
That was weird though. Standing up there, because you could see all of Adventureland. It was so empty. I was amazed. I was like, "There's nobody in Adventureland."
Yeah,
and it's
I
usually
liked
the
it.
most bottlenecky area, and it was a really weird sight.
Did you see the thick fanny pack?
Oh,
The thing
yeah.
was huge. It
Yeah.
was ginormous.
I think there was a bigger one in Backlot Shop. Is the Backlot Shop closed?
I don't.
I saw a sign that says cast members only.
Write in and tell us.
Let me check.
Yeah.
No, because we won't be
Oh,
in
wait.
DCA for another month, so we won't know for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw the sign that said cast members only, but I think that might have been just for the left side of the entrance. I don't know.
Wait, are you saying you can enter through downtown or just through the parks now?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I just where the under my tent on the right side where you're able to walk in, there was a sign to the left that says cast members only.
Oh man, maybe it's closed.
I'm guessing it's only open for guests of the park, and that maybe the cast member only, because that technically is backstage, and they have to utilize backstage again now. So
How do you
maybe
get
that's why.
in there from inside of DCA?
It's stage 17.
Stage 17?
So you just in Hollywoodland, you just go to the left?
Wait, you've never been through there?
No.
You know where the
It was next to the WandaVision photo op.
Oh, okay.
yeah, because we went
Ex
through
Monsters,
there
Inc., yeah.
multiple times.
Mm.
Yeah.
So okay, we got to talk about it. The masks throughout the day didn't notice too much, except when I was sitting and you couldn't take it off, right?
Yeah.
Like because you can't take it off unless you're drinking.
Yeah.
But sometimes I was aware of wearing a mask on a ride.
Mm.
Did you ever get that feeling?
Not really. I'm almost like immune to the mask now.
Mhm.
I did have like a little encounter with a cast member, not myself, but like I just passed by and was kind of like eavesdropping. In Galactic Grill, there was like a grandma and her granddaughter, and they weren't eating, but they had their masks off. And some like higher up CM walks over because she was a suit, and she's like, "Excuse me, ma'am, you have to put your mask on if you're not eating or drinking." And she looked at her and was like, "Okay." And the cast member didn't leave. She just stayed there. And then she opened up a water bottle and gave it to the daughter or gave it to the granddaughter. And she was just still standing there. She's like, "Ma'am, you're not drinking." And she's like, "I'm going to be." And she's like, "But you're not doing it now, so put your mask on."
Wow.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I didn't see anything like that when
Yeah.
we did it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I wear a mask all day, so I really didn't notice it.
Yeah,
after,
you
like,
do wear it all day at work.
I wear it all day at work. So that's the thing is like people ask me, how bad was it? I go, I'm the worst person to ask because I wear it for 8 hours a day. And I'm just so used to it now that it didn't bother me. And we went on a really nice weather day. I think if it was any hotter, I think I would have probably like felt it. And yeah, we kept basically the same mask on all day, which probably wasn't smart, but
So yeah, I'm like fine with masks, right? Obviously, we've talked about it a million times. The Trammin mask was actually pretty comfortable all day. It's just like hit or miss with it, like for me. And I tried. I have like 5 of them or something. I picked the biggest one, because some of them pull on my ears. And I wear it all day at work, but I don't wear it inside my office because I have my own door and no one comes inside. But I'll put it on every time I leave. But for me, it was like, I understand. I'm not going to complain, and I don't even think they're wrong.
Yeah.
But there's this subconscious feeling of like, it's me and Kimmie on a pirate's boat with no other boats, even like 20 feet within us.
Yeah.
And we have our masks on, just chilling on this boat. And it's just like this feeling of like,
this doesn't make sense.
it does because of the whole you're indoors and droplets and whatever, but it's also like and also like, I know it's debatable whether or not you can shed it, and apparently you can't anymore, but like we're both fully vaccinated, like the 2 weeks, all that stuff, but it's still like that. We're not quite there yet.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
But it's just the odd feeling of like, because so if I'm in my office completely alone with the door closed and I forgot to take my mask off for a second, I'm like, why am I wearing this thing?
That's me.
I got that feeling sometimes on the ride where I didn't feel compelled to take it off or I was mad. It was just like, why am I wearing this?
You guys didn't get on Splash Mountain, right?
No.
Okay. On Splash Mountain, there was a
what
little
that like?
there was a little like thing audio track going while you're on the ride a couple of times. If you have your mask off during the picture, your picture will be washed away. So
They never
Was
did
it with
that.
an accent?
yeah, it was.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I heard someone in the Space Mountain line. I think like one person mentioned it, like, we won't show your picture if you're not wearing your mask. But like it wasn't over a loudspeaker. I heard another customer tell like a guest that. So I don't know if they took it off or were adjusting it or whatever. But I don't know.
So, okay. Then, the other, Panini style thing. Crowds, distancing. The distancing I am aware of, right?
Right.
Because there's
Very aware.
there's the lines everywhere. You don't want to be in people's space anyway.
Yeah.
Especially now. Like, did you ever get that feeling like there's too many people here or something? Because we did in New Orleans Square because it got bottlenecked. Not like, oh, we're worried.
Yeah, that was probably the busiest area, but I really can't fault anybody for that because people were just finding a piece of a wall to lean on to drink water. So it's like you can't really control. Like there were signs that said like, not available. But then there were areas that had no signs, whether it was dining or not dining. So people would just, pull their mask down, drink water, or whatever. And then people would just hang out with the water bottle in their hand because it's like, well,
Yeah,
I'm drinking water as I stand here. So, but.
I just don't understand why it's so hard for people to stand behind the line or stand on the line.
How many times did I tell you during that trip, I said, they're not on the line. And I would just stare. I'm like, just stay on the line.
Yeah,
it's all you have to do.
It's so like, why? I don't get it.
No, but I will say though, and I don't know if you were about to say it, but like the lines that had like the 12 feet between them because of the switchback got confusing because I couldn't see the next line.
Yeah,
so I
sometimes
was like on my
is there one
tippy
there?
toes doing it. So I would start walking thinking like, okay, maybe it's time for me to go. Yeah. It wasn't time for me to go, but we tried to turn around and the next group was and I'm like, I can't tell everyone, hey, everybody, like, go back. Yeah. So it's like we were just like, I felt like that person, like, guys, I swear I'm following the rules. I just couldn't see it. Yeah. But that happened a few times.
I hope those stay. I mean, I don't think they will.
They won't. Disney wants to cram everybody in one spot.
But I like that. Yeah. Like, give me my space, man.
Yeah, I know we're making fun of the 3 feet in other theme parks.
Yeah.
However, like I
3
think,
feet's pretty close.
Well, okay. So Matthew Serrano, who is now a friend of the show.
Yeah.
Was saying,
I love that tweet he put up.
Oh yeah, with the Superman.
Batman.
He was saying like, no, 3 feet's normal. I'm like, no, it's not. It's actually like normally worse than that.
Yeah.
People really get up in your space.
They really
all the time, everywhere. And I'm like, forget this going on. Why do people want to be that close to me?
Yeah.
Like,
it
get
makes
away.
them feel better that they're just a little bit closer to the front of the line, I think. I think that's the psychology there. I don't know.
I think it's like when you merge lanes on the freeway and you want to merge in front of that one car. Are you going to get there any faster? Probably not, because you're all going in the same one lane direction, but it's this feeling of like, oh, I got there like 2 seconds faster. You know, I don't know. It's just this weird, maybe it's psychological. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I'm not looking forward to the normal crowds being back with the, I'm shuffling my feet because I can't walk.
Yeah.
I hated that. I've always hated that. Where I don't care if it's busy and there's long lines and I can't go on things. It's just like when you're crammed. And that's always going to be an issue with Disneyland because it's so small. But who knows with the pricing.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
I think there was some news forgot to bring up, but of course, I think I immediately forgot it.
Oh, well, while you're thinking of that, shout out to Tony. Happy birthday, Tony.
Happy birthday, Tony. Who's Tony?
Happy birthday.
Tony is my landlord.
Nice.
Sosa's stepdad and my friend.
That's amazing. That's beautiful. I know. That was so touching. The way you said that. And then Kirk's is next week.
Yeah.
And shout out, I'm going to say shout out to my brother-in-law, JC, which is the 19th. But I don't know if I'll be back by then. So I'll say that now.
What a horrible text message you sent me this morning.
Oh,
yeah. You were like,
don't say it.
No, I know. But I'm like, oh my God, I'm almost 30.
No. He was saying like, oh, that's, I said something about 31. He's like, oh, that's like 4 years away. And I'm like, you were 28, my dude.
Yeah.
That's 3 years
That's
away.
a year and a half for me. I'll be 29 this year.
It's weird.
Oh, he was saying in regards to 31.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, that's so far. Oh.
It's really not. No.
Yeah. Nah, it's fine. Dude, 30s are prime.
Yeah. It is.
Don't even worry. 40's the new
I freak
30.
out. No way. I don't want to be 30.
I'm not like I want to be 30, but it's also like I'm not the same as a 23-year-old.
Yeah, 23-year-olds are kind of dumb.
Not a girl.
No, they're undercooked.
They're on. Yeah. Yeah.
It's not.
They're done
Scientifically, the brain's not fully cooked.
Yeah, 25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. Anyways, speaking of undercooked, the food experience. What was it like to eat Disney foods again?
It was good.
What'd you eat?
It was good.
What'd you eat? I kind of talked about it. We'll talk about it again. Go ahead.
Started with the chimney.
Of course.
I don't think I've ever sat down and had a chimichanga.
There's no cheese in it, right?
There's no cheese.
It's beans and meat.
Mushed, which is funny because I'm like, I told Brandy, I'm like, you hate Taco Bell. This is Taco Bell in Disneyland.
Taco Bell has more flavor.
Is the tortilla fried or?
It is.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
A little too much tortilla, in all
It's
honesty.
thick. It's like a gordita. It's a chalupa.
Exactly. And so the whole time I'm eating, I'm like, okay, this is fine, Put the Victoria on it, the salsa that they give you.
Oh, yeah.
Added so much to it. But
Yeah.
I did it toward the end, so I was a little
You
sad
need
about
like
it.
5 of those packets. Dude.
Yeah. And then later in the day, I was a little bit hungry, and we were going to wait to eat till after. And we went to Bengal Barbecue. and I got one of each. So I got one of each skewer, and a pineapple.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They had
Yeah. I was thinking about doing the pickle, but after all those skewers and the pineapple, it was gonna be too much. So that was just the perfect amount of food.
What was your like dinner?
Naples.
Did you go after closing?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Went to Naples after closing.
Mm.
No wait. Just walked right in, sat at the bar.
Sit down or the Napolini?
Sit down.
Oh.
Yeah, the sit down. And I got we got a sangria flight. That was amazing. I got the chicken parm. Delicious.
Chicky parm parm.
Yeah. Brandy got a lasagna. That's what she was craving.
Lasagna?
Yeah, because she was like, "Hey, I really like that lasagna in Naples. You think we can go?" Looked for reservations, nothing. And I called them because they're on Yelp apparently. I called them and they were like, "Oh yeah, there's no wait. You can just walk right in." Cool.
So two random things. One, shout out to Trader Joe's salsa verde in the jar. Not spicy at all.
It's good.
It's not spicy at all.
I use
But
that for my chicken.
The reason I like it, just dump it on whenever you eat
Yeah.
it, and it's a ton of flavor.
Yeah.
Two, my mom makes vegetarian lasagna with like eggplant and zucchini and all this stuff with beef. It's so good because there's so many extra flavors in there instead of just like beef, cheese, marinara, pasta, because that's just like spaghetti
Right.
and ziti. And I know ziti's real good, but it's like she puts a ton of veggies in it. Great. But anyways, so now we'll get back to that. So did you get any sweets?
I got just the pineapple.
Huh?
That was it.
You're not.
I'm not a big sweet guy. Like, give me like a little touch,
Yeah.
and that's it. I'm good
Touch
with
of
that.
Disney.
Yeah. So
Taste of Disney.
yeah, taste of Disney. So I was waiting till after Naples, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go to Salt and Straw. I'm gonna get a nice ice cream.
And that crossed my mind at some point to maybe go there, but then we got full. But
And I found out something really neat about Salt and Straw. It's now open till 10.
Oh.
Yeah.
all of downtown or just
I
that?
think it's all in downtown, and it changed 4 days before I was there. So on May 1st, it changed to 10 o'clock.
I think they have to now with they have that overflow crowd of people leaving Disney.
Yeah.
What do you want to do now? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I get it.
So I was like, let's go to Salt and Straw. But our feet hurt so bad when we got up from sitting at Naples, and we were walking all the way to Anaheim Hotel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we went the opposite way. And so we were walking, and Brandy's like, hey, you just want to go to McDonald's? And I'm like, I'm thinking the same exact thing.
I think McDonald's crossed my mind that night for some
Did it?
reason. Yeah, because I was like, if we don't go to the taqueria, I'm like, I kind of want
'cause
McDonald's.
that was like a last minute decision we
Yeah.
made because we were like, Kirk was like, I'm just so hungry. I said,
Yeah.
okay, well, like,
Because we
what-
ate at 4:20.
Yeah. Like, that's the thing is like, we definitely ate less and drank less water. And
Yeah.
I think it's like, I mean, I guess to get into it, because I'm talking about food right now. It's like, I was kind of disappointed in the lack of food and the confusion over mobile orders versus.
Yeah,
So I
agree.
think that because of that, I wasn't in tune with, hey, I should eat right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think what really threw us off was that. So we had the Ronto wrap, the blue milk, and then we got like hours later, I really wanted my macaron, whatever you call it.
Macaroon.
And we were both like, that was dumb because we have not eaten and it's like pure sugar. And we
Yeah.
were like, and it was like this weird
Wait,
time.
You didn't finish it. Did you finish it when you got home? Is it still in your backpack?
Like 2 days later, I
Okay.
finished it. Yeah, I found it. So I didn't finish it. And then we were like, and I think what threw us off though was that we had a reservation at 4:30. And I'm like, I don't want to eat like a meal like at 2 because I'm not going to finish the food. And then we went to Bengal Barbecue and then we were fine after that. So
Yeah.
it was like, but like, I think
What'd
at
you guys
least
get at Bengal Barbecue?
the
Chicken skewer.
Yeah, we got a chicken
Each
skewer
one of us.
Mhm.
I think that was the worst one. Out of all of
I
them.
never the beef. I usually get the bacon wrapped asparagus when I'm there. That's
They didn't
usually
have
what I
it,
get.
right?
Yeah, they didn't have it.
Did they not? I
It
didn't
was
check.
just- it
I
was
wanted.
beef or
I
chicken
needed
in it.
protein. That's why I was
Yeah.
like something.
The
you
hot
know?
and spicy beef one was delicious.
Maybe next
Like
time.
it was very good.
So we didn't get the beef because she was gonna eat like the brisket
Yeah.
grilled cheese thing. So
that
it's
was so disappointing.
Was it?
we'll get to that.
Oh well, no, but I think at least 3 times that day, maybe more. I kept saying, I just want to bow. Like that would be that would hit the spot
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
It's
More
just
than a
bow.
skewer.
More than a skewer. I just wanted like a nice,
So
Yeah.
the thing with the chicken, I come from the land of kebabs. Kebab. It's it did not have the juiciness that it should.
No.
It was really dry.
Yeah.
The sauce was delicious, but it was, I think I mentioned, it was very dry.
It was.
Mm-hmm.
It's
with some sweet and sour on it.
we
Yeah.
got the extra sauce too, and it was still like it was overcooked.
I think overall the food was underwhelming. The best part was the ronto wrap, but that was breakfast, and then
Even
we moved
your
on, you know?
your ronto wrap, it was burnt.
I didn't. I just. ate
I
it.
saw it. I'm
wasn't
like,
even
that doesn't
notice.
look right. And my garden wrap was like not the temperature it should have been. Should have been hot,
Yeah.
but it wasn't. And it wasn't like it was cold outside.
It's just, it was just a trade off for the times. Like I wasn't like mad or I wasn't
Yeah.
like, oh, worst food ever, but it was just not like, if you're a foodie, wait.
yeah,
But
it was
other-
definitely about going on the rides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going on the rides, no crowds, just, yeah,
And
for sure.
so, the food. So we talked about the Bengal
Mm-hmm.
barbecue thing.
By the way, Naples really expensive, like unnecessarily expensive.
How many,
did you
how
get
many-
drinks?
I got 2 rounds of drinks.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Because last time you
didn't.
got pasta last time, huh?
I got a spaghetti,
Mhm.
Spaghetti.
And I got pizza.
and she got
I
pizza,
got personal
and I
size.
got.
It was decent.
How's the spaghetti? I was very tempted. No. Okay.
I don't like angel hair.
Oh, that's.
I like thick
Oh.
noodles.
yeah. Yeah.
Because it's yeah. I mean, it wasn't bad. It was good. It was fresh tasting. It needed more sauce.
I saw some guy ask for more sauce. He was
Yeah.
sitting next to us.
It's because it's fresh tasting. I don't know if they make it, but good sauce. Like I've literally ate the sauce on the bottom of a bowl of pasta without the pasta when
Yeah.
it's done because it's that good.
Yeah.
I just needed more. It's like I'm not here for pasta. I'm here for sauce and meatballs. You know?
Naples needs to give some kind of breadsticks. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, give me something.
Or garlic bread.
Yeah, a little bit of something. I don't know what it is. Bread's not expensive.
So we went to Riverbell, right? Did I talk about this last week?
You did.
I think you mentioned it briefly. Like
So-
you talked about my sandwich.
So here's the problem with their sandwich. Shahani has gotten it. He said it was delicious. It's burnt ends grilled cheese. It's a melt. All right.
Right.
It says like with pimento and this cheese and that cheese and that cheese. It was literally just American cheese.
Yeah.
It ruined it for me. And I don't hate American cheese. It just did not taste. It didn't pair well at all with the
It
meat.
should have been a sharp cheddar.
It was way too overpowering for the meat. I literally at one point opened the sandwich and
Yeah.
just ate the meat. I was like,
And the thing is, like, it was a lie.
Yeah.
The menu had all these. It had multiple cheeses on it, right?
right.
And they didn't serve that. And then like, they said seasoned potatoes.
It said seasoned
I
potatoes.
love seasoned potatoes. My aunt makes elite seasoned potatoes. I gotta ask, it's simple, but I just gotta ask.
Like
what she does.
Mojo's kind of thing?
No, chopped up.
Oh, like
You chop them up and you put them on a baking sheet,
Okay.
and you put seasoning on them,
Yeah.
and put them in the
In the
oven,
oven,
and
yeah.
they get crispy.
Yeah.
That's what we assumed it was gonna be.
And we both got that as a side.
Yeah, they were tater tots,
They were just hair dots.
which are great, but it was just tater tots, no dipping sauce, whatever, no seasoning. It was salt and butter, which I love, but still, I was like, okay, you guys don't have all your food. You haven't ordered all your food. You're not trying.
Like if we had known that, I think we would have just not done a sit down.
Yeah.
And I mean, people online were saying, "Don't do sit down if you want to do all the rides." I think it's fine. Because there's so little people in there, and the cast members are just standing there, like kind of watching. I feel like 2 people were watching us, like
Eating
like,
the whole time? Like eating the whole time?
No, I guess just like, do you need a water refill?
Oh,
Do you feel-
okay.
Like there was enough cast members watching everybody, and we were in and out of there in like 40 minutes. Like the food took instant. It came out.
Yeah.
The only
But-
thing is though, if we didn't eat there, we would have eaten like Red Rose Tavern. There was nowhere to eat. I mean, yeah, Plaza Inn, but we'll probably do that Saturday.
Yeah.
Like
I think looking back, I probably would have gone to Jolly Holiday because they do have decent sized sandwiches there, and they do have
yeah,
like
but their
soup there.
Their sandwiches are cold, and they only had like 1 or 2.
I'm
of everything.
talking about like like something that'll keep you full, and that's decent.
Fuel.
Like, for me, if I was gonna get a sandwich, if I was gonna get an American cheese sandwich, I would have just gone to Jolly
the
Holiday.
grilled
Yeah.
cheese.
I wouldn't
tomato.
have gone to. Yeah, I wouldn't have gone to Riverbell, but I've been there before. It's pretty good, but I just
So yeah, I had pulled pork and coleslaw and beans, and it was good. But like I've had something very similar before, and it was 10 times better before. Like
Yeah.
everything was hotter, and
The Trader Sam's one was great. The pulled pork.
I haven't
Yeah.
had it, but I've had like a really good one at Riverbell, and I've had the seasoned potatoes at Riverbell. I think.
Oh, you have? Okay.
Okay, when did Phantasmic reopen? Was that like 2017?
2017, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I think though now until things reopen, I probably won't do a sit down again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're probably you're gonna keep that reservation, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah. I do want the Monte Cristo.
Thing is, you know what to expect.
Yeah.
It's a Monte Cristo.
So yeah,
but
we'll just you can go. Like just tell them, hey, it's 2 now instead of 4. But
Yeah. I'm
yeah.
more excited for DCA. I'm more excited because we'll get Avengers Campus, and
Yeah.
then we'll also I really want to try that quesadilla taco, like really bad. But yeah, I'm more excited, I think, there than I am for Disneyland for food.
The
yeah.
Pim's food looks pretty good.
Oh yeah, I'm getting that PB3.
I want the shawarma. I just want to try
I
it.
want that chicken sandwich.
I've never had shawarma. I
The
just wanna try it.
ridiculous
Oh, the
looking chicken
giant-
sandwich. Yeah.
Well, you've never what?
I've never had shawarma.
Yeah, you have.
Have I?
Yeah, Messiah, you got the sandwich, the wrap.
Oh, I have had shawarma. Yes. Sorry,
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to a peanut butter bacon banana sandwich.
Yeah.
I think you said that to me like 3 times during the day. Like, I can't wait for that.
I can't.
Like, yeah.
It sounds
be
great.
great.
Where is this food?
Shout out to the Minions meatball
Ugh,
sandwich.
okay,
I've heard good things about that.
It was
I've never had
delicious.
it.
I don't
was
know.
great.
I'm not convinced for some
Yeah.
reason, even though I haven't had it, and I'm
I
not
don't
going
know,
to.
But I'm trying to think. What else did we get?
We're
that
gonna get
day?
you. We're gonna get you to go
Where?
to Universal.
I really want to go Universal.
She really wants to go, dude.
Yeah, but so do her sisters. So
I'll bug them. I'll see when they want to go. No, but I'm trying to think. Did we get anything else? I mean, there is the corn dog wagon, but I mean, I wouldn't get that. But I'm saying
Yeah.
for people that want that, if that's open.
Is there mobile order for that? I would imagine.
Yes,
Yeah.
there is. I
Oh,
checked.
it was,
There
which
is,
was
and I was
surprising.
surprised. Everyone online said that was the longest line.
For
We were-
mobile order?
just in general, it was the longest
Oh,
line. But we
okay.
walked past it around 2.
Nothing.
There was like 5 groups maybe in
Mm.
line, but I don't know if it takes long to prepare. But yeah, and then we ate at the end of the day, which I think was the best meal we had. Was that we went to the Tortilla Joe's taqueria. It was amazing.
Tortilla Joe's is like surprisingly like
It's
awesome.
really good. And
Yeah.
we went there. So we got there around like 8:30, and they closed at 7. So we took our time leaving the park. We like sat on a bench. We walked
Mhm.
through Main Street. Like they weren't rushing us out. And we went there because I mentioned to Kirk, I go, oh, just check that place out. We'll just go either there or somewhere just quick, or there or Earl. There was no one in line. We walk in there. I asked the woman, I said, hey, are you guys all open? She's like, yeah. I'm like, no one's in here. She goes, yeah, like everyone got here at 7. And it was
Oh,
crazy. But we got there at 8:30. There was nobody there.
wow.
And we just grabbed our food, got jarritos. I
Yeah.
got 2 tacos. You got a burrito, right?
thick burrito.
Thick burrito. And I got 2 tacos, 1 carnitas and 1 carne asada. But honestly, that was probably, I think if I had time, I'd probably just exit the park, eat there, and then go back in
Yeah.
with what's available right now. But
Well, yeah, but we're gonna have Plaza Inn. You've never had the fried chicken, right?
Oh no.
oh, that's also open. We didn't do it though because of Riverbell, because we didn't want to do
Yeah.
too many
Yeah.
sit down and
But yeah, we'll
the
do that.
Chicken's good.
I've never
I
had
like the
that.
chicken.
Yeah, well,
Is Galactic Grill open?
yeah, but it's like
no. I'm just curious.
yeah, it's like who wants a
Yeah.
you know,
Cheeseburger.
I saw someone on Twitter like, guys, like Alien Pizza Planet isn't open, and I was like, oh no.
I still
Dang
don't
it.
understand why it's not open. It must like have like some kind of like loophole
I
with the
really-
covering. I'm
I-
guessing.
I'm guessing because the Space Mountain line is right there, and they don't want too many people like around that area just hanging out. I don't know.
I was thinking it's considered indoor, even though it's not really indoor. But
they have
there's
that whole outdoor.
but that outdoor area, there's 4 walls around it. Even though they're far away from it,
Is
there's still 4
Indiana-
walls.
It's open air though.
Yeah. What about Indiana Jones? There's that section in the line that it's open air. Is that considered indoor?
Yeah, but they don't want to like stop.
Well,
you
it's in
there.
the middle of 2
Yeah, that's
indoor
the issue.
areas, but I'm just
Yeah.
curious.
Yeah, I think a lot of it the state's not checking. They're just being like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. This
Yeah.
is the last time I went. This was I think it was a like seasoned potato salad, a little
Mhm.
different, but like even like my beans weren't this full this time,
Oh.
and like this was a lot. The bread wasn't like
Like
dry.
brioche.
I got this like crazy dessert.
Oh, that looks awesome.
They did. What was the dessert they had there? We didn't get it.
It
But
was
I
like
saw
a
pictures of
mousse
it.
or something.
It was like
Yeah.
cookies and cream. I saw a picture of it.
yeah.
It looked good, but we didn't get that.
But yeah, the burrito hit the spot. It was the most food, and it was the hottest thing I had all day. I think too,
Wow.
the temperature wise, not
Yeah.
spicy. It was the most hot.
And that
Which is weird.
it just felt nice and relaxing because people were hanging out in downtown and we just sat there in our own, basically our own patio.
Mhm.
And then everyone just walked by and we were just eating our food. And
There was also like there was no schedule anymore.
yeah.
exactly.
Disneyland was closed.
Disneyland was closed, and then downtown Disney. I don't think they were trying to rush us out of there because everybody was just kind of hanging out, and
Yeah.
that was fun.
So, did anything to you at least, Rain,
hmm
feel like eerie, like the emptiness, or like all of Hungry Bear being closed, or like no Matterhorn? No Matterhorn sounds.
Yeah.
That was weird.
that was kind of weird. I don't think I walked through that area though, where Edelweiss is. I never walked.
I
through
was
that.
like looking forward to the Tomorrowland through Fantasyland behind the Matterhorn thing like
Mhm.
all day. I love that spot. I love that spot when the sun goes down, and
Mhm.
we didn't get that chance.
I
But
kind of got it. No,
the sun like nighttime.
Oh, right.
There was
The only thing that felt a little bit eerie to me was Pooh's Corner. That whole area over there was just like dead.
It was kind of busy though with the Space Mountain because we went during the day. Are you talking about like way in Pooh's Corner or just like
way in
Critter Country?
Pooh's Corner.
Okay,
Yeah.
because Critter Country was popping because you got Space Mountain going and stuff.
Splash Mountain.
Splash Mountain.
Whatever. Splash Mountain. Sorry.
Like some kind of mountain.
Splash Mountain. Sorry.
Yeah, it was. They even blacked out the windows. What are they doing in there?
I don't know.
Yeah, we like tried looking and nothing. Yeah.
When we went on Winnie the Pooh, there was a dog, a service dog in front of us.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like the service dog is there. I didn't want to bug it. It literally says, don't bug me.
They're working.
Right. And I was looking for where they put the cage, like if it's at the exit or whatever. Dog got right on the ride. I've never seen that.
Oh, Winnie the Pooh? That thing moves. That's funny.
Yeah, the dog, went on the front part of the honeycomb and turned around, laid down, and just was chilling there the whole ride.
Wow.
Yeah, I've never seen a dog get on a Disney ride before. Pretty neat.
I wonder because it's like a dark ride. It's not Space Mountain or something.
Right. And
I've seen them like on Fantasyland rides, but I've never seen them on that. That's
yeah,
interesting.
I just didn't know they could even ride rides. Like,
I think it's similar to like kids. Like I think with young kids with no restrictions, like or no height restrictions, like pirates or whatever, their whole rules, as long as they can sit on their own, they can ride the ride.
oh,
So I'm curious if with dogs, it's like if there's like no like, is there a seatbelt on Winnie the Pooh?
There's a lap bar.
There's a lap
Lap
bar.
bar,
So
yeah.
maybe that's why he was okay because it's like
he was under like where your
Yeah.
feet are the whole time.
I'm guessing if there's no like crazy track or no drop, it's fine. I don't think he'd be allowed like on pirates or anything.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I don't know.
So we didn't end up getting on it because I jinxed it as it came by.
You did not?
No, we went on Winnie the Pooh.
Oh.
One of the hives, beehives or whatever, is called the Heffa-bee.
Yes.
Oh, you
Yeah,
saw?
because Brandy was like, oh, look, they're named.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, but it said Heffa-bee. And I'm like, no, they're all Heffa-bees because there's a Heffa-bee on the back. And she's like, no, they're named. The next one says Pooh. And I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
We got on Winnie, I think.
What did we get on?
The one after Heffa-bee, we didn't
I
even
don't know.
care
Yeah.
because it wasn't the Heffa-bee.
Fun fact: there is a pirate boat named Kimmie, but it's
They named the
K-I
boats?
They do name the boats,
What
You
the
didn't-
heck?
yeah,
and it's K-I. I think it's M-I or M-M-I. So it's not completely correct, but I've seen it maybe like 3 times, and one time I wrote it, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's my name!" It was.
Are we going to talk about rides?
yeah, I'm talking about rides.
All right.
But we'll get to the rides.
Okay.
Anything annoy you? Wait, you said you had the opposite of the eerie feeling.
You know what? Now that I think about it, I did feel eerie at one point, and I think it was probably, and you mentioned it, the Space Mountain line felt really weird. You said it felt boring, and I think that boring / eerie to me because no music plays
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
Space Mountain queue, and the only time we heard announcements was, so the way it works is normally you do switchbacks and you're basically on the right, like facing Space Mountain, you're on the right side the entire time. This time you went to the right side, snaked back to the left side. So you entered through the fast pass area.
Yeah.
So the only time I heard announcements was when we snaked back on that point and then entering, from
And then
the
you
left
saw the
side.
screen.
So
Saw the screen twice.
it felt
Yeah.
eerie, but I guess just boring. But the thing is though, is that it's always like that.
So
But I guess it was just knowing that, oh, now we're all spaced and now we're all, I don't know. It felt
Spaced.
weird. It felt weird.
I think my least favorite time of day
Mhm.
is pre-golden hour.
Mm-hmm.
When the sun's going down, but the sky's blue, but it's washed out.
And it's
Well,
still
it
really
was
hot.
kind of overcast the day we went.
Yeah,
Like
but it
there
was,
was more clouds in the sky. Sorry. There
yeah,
more
but it
clouds in
was
the
just
sky.
like that. Like it's that dead feeling,
Mhm.
and it was silent. There's no one on that side of the park. There's no music,
Mhm.
and it's just like, all right, let's just go. Come on. And I love that ride, and I had that was like probably my favorite ride all day. But yeah, it's weird feeling in
Yeah.
that line.
I
It's
think-
so barren up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Tomorrowland as a whole was probably the one area in the park that felt the most depressing because there was less people overall already. There's no Matterhorn. There's no Nemo. There's no, and I don't miss these rides, and there's no monorail
And there's no buzz.
and there's no Buzz.
Mhm.
So that's already one side of Tomorrowland that's shut down.
Yeah.
You only have Star Tours, which is largely inside, and even the line for it, there was like 10 groups in line maybe, and they were going through it really fast because there's no indoor queuing. Space Mountain, you're up elevated, so you don't really hear those people if you're down below. There's no interventions, and then you have Autopia, which is kind of in the back far corner. So there was no hustle and bustle there.
Mm-hmm.
but it didn't feel like, wow, look how empty it is. It just felt kind of sad.
Yeah.
That's
It
Tomorrowland
was
for you.
kind of just, and then like the Astro Orbiter, like just, there was like nobody in line. And so even though New Orleans and that area was busier, it just felt more Disney. Like it felt more like,
Yeah.
oh,
Alive.
like people are here. And then even
Yeah.
Main Street, like I loved when we went during like at noon, there was nobody around, but it still felt Disney-like because you had the
Mhm.
music playing, you had the characters up on the train. So I didn't feel eerie like Main Street, but I would say by the end of the day, like Tomorrowland was the time I felt kind of like, I don't know, it feels kind of weird. Like we heard the Tomorrowland loop just briefly walking past it, but then after that we didn't hear it again. It was really weird.
Yeah.
But annoying.
Yeah. So what felt annoying?
I mean,
I'm sure
Kimmie kinda,
everyone's got those moments, right?
yeah,
Like,
Kimmie kind of touched on it. I was annoyed with the blue milk.
Huh?
Like the
Oh,
blue, the whole
system.
mobile order. Like
Mm-hmm.
usually whenever, especially like when we did Buena Vista Street and they did all the mobile ordering, I pushed, I'm here, maybe wait 5 minutes or so. I literally waited 20 minutes for my order to be ready, and it's just blue milk. You just pour it and that's it. But there was a lot of people, I guess, that were ordering it, but it was just very, I don't know.
So I don't know what it's like now, but back when they started the mobile order and there was no like, it was in the future, you can't hit I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
They would tell me, just come up and tell us your number and we'll pull it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if they're doing that now or not. But like I would go to the side,
right.
but they're not doing the side thing.
No, you had to wait in line.
Yeah.
Wait in line.
So I was gonna get in line, and I'm like, it's been 20 minutes. Like, I'm pretty sure that's either broken or I'm gonna get it while I'm in line because the line was like wrapping. It was pretty long.
Oh, there was no line
Well,
for
we
us.
went in
Oh,
the
no.
morning. God
Yeah.
said it was like a
Yeah.
ghost town when we went.
I went at like 12 noon, which was like
Yeah.
prime time.
It's like when we left.
It was a
yeah.
ghost galaxy.
And so I was getting in line. The cast member was like, "Oh, do you have a, does it say it's ready?" And I'm like, "Well, I've been waiting 20 minutes, and I think it's gonna be ready in the next like a couple minutes, I would imagine." And she's like, "Well, you can't get in line until it says it's ready." I was like,
I think the problem, I mean, this is just on my observation, is that people will just order it
Mhm.
and then they forget, or they'll go back for it later,
Yeah.
whatever. And because they'll give it to you if they'll eventually give it. If you paid for it, they'll have to give it to you. So I think that maybe that fills up the time slots.
Mhm.
So if you are like order after all those people that don't show up,
Yeah.
it's like you're in line, and it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't. It's kind of confusing.
When the mobile order system doesn't have the now till whatever, it's like, I'm not thinking about 2 hours from now.
Right,
Right.
Especially with food. You're hungry when you're hungry.
right.
And
Yeah.
I didn't like that.
Yeah. Talking about annoying stuff. Are you done?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done.
No, it was never at Disney. I think I mentioned to you like once or twice. And this was super rare. I think I saw maybe like 2 or 3 kids with their masks lowered. Now, I know they're kids, and so I wasn't like, that kid has his mask down. But I think what got to me was parents like not saying anything.
Yeah.
Like at one point, this kid was at the Big Thunder line and like lowered it completely and was talking to his dad as I was looking at him. And again, I don't want to be like, I'm not a parent, so I'm not here to whatever, but I don't know if it's like, was it just like you forgot? Was it just whatever? And like, we were at the extended queue. So it's just little things like that. That's like, we're in a penny knee. It's
Dude.
been a year. Like, come on, you know what I mean? But like,
Yeah. Don't go to Six Flags.
oh God, no. Yeah. And like, again,
See
I
the
don't,
pictures?
and I don't blame the kid. I'm not over here like, how dare they? But it's like, and I think at one point I saw a girl start eating her popcorn in line. But again, a cast member might have at some point walked up to her and told her not to. But it's just one of those like, there's signs everywhere. Follow the rules. But yeah, that was kind of it.
Yeah, I don't like roped up queues outside.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like it's annoying. It's just like, New Orleans Square is like, ugh. I like,
They need to figure out pirates. That line, I think they could probably loop people up in the bridge. They've done that before, right? The bridge.
yeah, I guess, but it could get cramped and stuff. And
It's just very like there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the line is just in the middle of everything. It's kind of annoying.
Well, yeah, because at some point they're like, if you want to go to Haunted, go on this side.
Yeah,
You want to go to Pirates
yeah.
this side. And then like, if everything else, go over there. And it was like, we don't know where we're going.
yeah,
yet.
and I think they use like the ropes and stuff that's meant for Phantasmic. So everything's really wide.
Yeah.
So you can't tell what's a line and what's
Yeah.
not. I know it was just a bit much, like not overwhelming. Just like, I don't want to deal with this.
Mhm.
And also, I didn't like the Snow White line went to Main Street.
Yours went to Main Street?
Yeah.
Mine was in New Fantasyland.
It wasn't Main
No, no,
Street. It was
there.
like, it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it's not, what I always call it New Fantasyland. What's it
Princess Fantasy Fair.
called? Thank you. Yeah.
Do you see it?
It sounds like a video game.
Anna and Elsa were there.
Were they?
They were like outside by the music box and the little thing that pops up.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah,
And
it
then
was
there
odd.
was princesses underneath the tent too.
Yeah.
From a distance. Yeah, we can see them.
Yeah.
I didn't mind that. I actually thought that was very smart use of space.
No,
because
that
it-
was good. It
Yeah.
was just the line. It's like, oh, I'm lining up. If we had just noticed there was a line there and we asked, is this for Snow White? But if we went to Snow White and they were like, oh, the line's back out there, it'd be like,
Yeah.
you know. I didn't like that it closed at 7.
I don't think anybody did.
What was up with that?
Yeah.
That was dumb.
I think it was dumb because in the same breath or within the same week, whatever. Oh, in 2 weeks it'll be 9 to 9. Okay. Like if they had said for a month 9 to 7 and then we'll evaluate later, different. But they didn't say that. It was, oh, for 2 weeks 7 to 7. Don't think about it. Just or 9 to 7. Don't think about it. Just in 2 weeks you can come back from 9 to 9. So
You think they anticipated the capacity being low for the first 2 weeks?
I mean,
so
they knew what they
I
were doing.
read online that somebody asked Disney and they said 15 to 25%, which that's okay. I really strongly believe now that the first week we were there, it was 15%.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I think now it's climbing to 25. Maybe what you said is true that by 9 to 9, they'll be at 25%.
Yeah.
So
Let's check the wait times. I'm going to check them right now because I'm curious.
Yeah. And
Like-
it's a Saturday.
it's
And-
a Saturday.
and
what
they
time is
opened
it
up-
right now.
they opened up the gates.
45 right now.
All those reservations have been
Yeah.
open. Well, it's not bad. Space 25, Star Tours
same thing.
25, Big Thunder 25.
Oh, what? Really?
Haunted Mansion 40.
That's
That
a little bit more.
Well, no, we rode Haunted around this time, and it
Whoa.
was like 20 minutes.
Smugglers Run is 55.
Yeah, they increased
Ew.
capacity for sure.
Ew, that's
Small
gross.
World's 30.
Oh yeah, capacity.
Capacity went up. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I missed it.
Yeah. Autopia. I forgot about Autopia.
Indy's
too.
40.
Yeah, capacity went up for sure.
No, we have a list of rides we still need to go on next time.
Yeah. Yeah, it went up a little bit. Not crazy, but
That's why I'm relieved we went, because at least
too.
like if I miss something next time, I won't be as mad. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, I rode it
If-
once. It's fine.
if I don't go, I'm going to try, but if I don't go on Haunted Mansion Saturday, I'm not going to, like, I saw the new thing.
Yeah.
So it's not a rush. Okay.
I want to try to do the hallway next time.
Yeah.
I
How do
want
you
to
do
try
that?
it.
You just ask.
It's random. They ask
You got to ask at where it splits. There's a cast member there, and they'll send you down. But they have to walkie-talkie another cast member and be like, "Is it
Oh.
clear?"
Yeah, because my cousin, she got asked as soon as they entered the ride. She got to do it. So
But yeah, like, speaking of rushing, did you feel like you were rushing at any point?
Yes. And the only time I felt like that was it was almost kind of midday.
Uh-huh.
I was making my way through the park, right? So I started in Galaxy's Edge, went through Fantasyland, did everything in Fantasyland for the most part, except Casey Jr. And we went we took the railroad from Roger Rabbit, from like Toontown. I did Toontown really quick. I just did Roger Rabbit.
no, we didn't do. We walked in there, but we didn't do anything.
No.
Okay,
in there.
real quick, before we move out of Toontown, how insanely large was that building?
She's thick.
It's bigger.
Ginormous.
Bigger than the whole land. I could not believe it. Because when they posted people would post a picture that there's no building here. I'm
It
like,
was just like that corner.
oh,
of the
it's a little
sign,
piece of the building. And I walked in, I'm like,
No, that's
whoa.
big. That's
It's
real.
bigger than the whole land. That
I have-
ride is
I
huge.
have a question. Did
Yeah.
you guys ever go inside Gag Factory?
Gag Factory, is it open?
There's a store,
no,
right?
No, well, I think now it's part of the building.
Yeah, it was a store.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been there.
I never went inside there.
Oh.
And now
It's actually
I
kinda
looked it
cool.
up. It
Yeah, I like
has like
that
the
store.
conveyor belt, and I'm like, I want to go.
I don't
we should go
remember the
next
conveyor
time.
belt.
And you know what? It stopped working at some point. I think it was just it was stationary. But because I was watching, I think it was yesterday, and I did a video on Toontown, and they talked about like this Gag Factory, and I was like,
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever set foot in there, and then I looked it up, and they're like closed due to Mickey and Minnie. I'm like, I guess I'll never know.
I do wonder if they will slowly redo Tomorrowland in the style of the new shorts. Because that's what the...
Or Toontown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think Roger Rabbit will survive that?
Yeah, because people love it. What else are they going to put there?
The only thing is, I feel like Roger Rabbit's it's from the 80s. Like, it's a product of its time. I don't think any kid knows who Roger Rabbit is.
You need to watch that video, the history, because it talks about how
Yeah.
they incorporated Mickey and Roger Rabbit like within the same. It's pretty cool. I thought
Are you
it was
talking about the movie?
No, it was a YouTube video. It's like the history of Toontown. And
Oh,
talking
about Toontown.
like I think in Walt Disney World, it was like Mickey's birthday land, and it was like a similar concept of like this is the place to meet the characters, and this is the place to like I don't know. And then Roger Rabbit came out around that time, and that's how they tied it in. But yeah,
All right, so you were saying...
Yeah, so we went to Toontown. I love that building. Love the little cheeky banner.
Yeah.
I saw a goofy, social distancing meet and greet.
Oh, we didn't see that because we went at the end of the day. 'Cause
Yeah.
they were on
Oh,
the porch.
okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That too.
And I decided, I'm like, it's already like 1:00. We should do the railroad.
Mm-hmm.
And so we got on right by the theater right there, and waited like 10 or so minutes. Got right on the first time that that the train came around, and we took it to Tomorrowland.
That was it.
The next stop, yeah, yeah, that was it. I'm like, all right, we did it. Went to Tomorrowland, and at this point, I was like, when we were on the train, do we do, New Orleans Square and everything over there, or do I hit Space Mountain real quick and then make my way over there? So we hit Space Mountain, and it was a 25-minute wait, and I'm glad we did, because like you said, everything started going down. The wait times for Haunted Mansion, for Pirates and everything just went, ooh, and went down. And, but it was not necessarily a rush, but more like I was at a fork in the road. Like, where do I go? And if I went the wrong way, I might feel rushed at the end of the day. So I'm glad I chose I made my decision.
What about you, Kimmie? You feel rushed?
I only felt rushed after our dinner because I said, you saw me panicking and you're like, all right, let's walk through this together. We need to do Indy. We had done Haunted already before. We needed to do Indy, Pirates, and then towards Space Mountain. I said, as long as we get on those last three, it's fine. So I don't know if it was necessarily rush, but it was like more strategizing. Like, okay, Indy's going to be 30 minutes. Just plug us in for 30 minutes. Yeah. Pirates, the ride itself is like a 20-minute ride. So 20 minutes. And then after that, I think we had an hour left in the day. So I said, let's just do Space Mountain. That was the longest wait, I think, was Space Mountain, like 30 minutes.
Mine too.
We got off it, and it was like, okay, I wanted to go on Star Tours, but it was like, but I wanted to end with Small World. Mm-hmm. So we had to abandon Star Tours. Mm-hmm. But like, I wasn't crushed though. It was just like, okay, like this is my choice now. Like, what do I rather? So not necessarily rushed. I just felt like I was strategizing more at the end versus the beginning of the day. It was just kind of whatever we can get on. Like, let's not worry about it.
Yeah, I think the Ronto wraps kind of killed us a little bit, waiting for them.
Yeah, because we were in Galaxy's Edge longer than I would have.
Yeah, but we had ordered the food and we wanted them.
Right.
So
right. From
sitting down to literally walking out, I checked the pictures. River Bell Terrace, 33 minutes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was very short.
Yeah, so it like
again,
even
they probably make that food just ahead of time because there's so less people in there and they're just like trying to get you in and out. Like they don't want you hanging out there.
Like the funny thing is like it would have taken that long to like wait for food somewhere. Yeah. So it's just like it was a short day.
It was a short day,
even though it was 10 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the halfway point I think was like 2 p.m. I was saying. And I was like, it's already 3. We haven't done anything. Yeah. And I'm like, no, but like, we still have like 4 hours.
The train was a huge chunk.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the train, that was another thing that annoyed me. It was the seating for the train because
they could have fit a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were doing like 2 or 3 groups per car. And the thing is, they're not going to take people off the ride. You can sit there as long as you want. So I think there was like 4 groups in front of us. And I was like, okay, we're going to be on the next one. And then, no, we had to wait for the next one. And they were like 15 minutes apart. I think it was like 2 trains going.
Yeah, there are 2 trains.
So that was probably the longest wait, actually.
We waited.
Deceivingly longer than it looked.
We waited. A train showed up. I think 4 humans got on the train at Main Street. And there was no one in front of us. And yeah, it was one of those things where I honestly think that ate the most time.
I think more than Space
because
Mountain,
then
yeah, I would
you
agree.
get on the train, you go to New Orleans Square, which is like 10 seconds away, and then they got to refill the water.
New Orleans was the longest. Like we sat there on the train for like not 30 minutes, but like it was a while. And then not everyone gets off. And then that one had the longest line. That train station, don't go to New Orleans Square. That one always has the longest wait time.
And we were in Main Street Station for a while because we were talking to that cast member
for a while, yeah.
And the thing is, it's like we're not going to do it next time, right? The train?
If it's early enough in the morning, it's not a long line, I would do it again. But would I wait that long? If I saw like 5 groups in front of me, I wouldn't bother. I'd be like, it's fine. Maybe if anything, enter through Tomorrowland and just do the diorama scene and just got off. Like if I had to pick, that was probably all I do.
The train took over 50 minutes of our day.
Wow.
And there was only like 3 groups in front of us, or maybe like 5. But like
that's a chunk.
Yeah.
So that's a whole.
That's more than you're eating.
That one's hard because you can't put a time on it. You can't they said 35 minutes, but you really don't know because if a lot of people get off, you're going to get on it. If like 2 people get off, you're not going to get on it until another 2 trains or
what's
whatever.
crazy is like I have a picture of us. We took pictures of the characters when we got off the train. 1:26 p.m. Right? Train stopped running at 3.
And Main Street?
Yeah.
When we got off the train? Or
We got off the train at 1:26. We got on the train we were in the building at 12:38.
What building?
Inside the train station.
Oh, they're talking about the diorama. Okay.
No, yeah. And so when we got off the train, people said, "Oh, they're not boarding anymore" at 1:26.
Yeah.
And we were going to get on later. And I was like, we're not going to get on. That's it.
That's what the cast member told me. Because I was like, I looked at her and the train had just left. And I was like, oh, did the train just leave? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, okay, maybe we should go do something else. And it's like 1:30. And she looked at me and she's like, or the cast member, and she's like, well, after this train, we're moving down to 1 train and it closes at 2:30. So just take that into account. And I was like, all right, we're staying.
Yeah.
I would just say aim to be in line before 1 and just be willing to wait.
Yeah.
And if you see, because our goal was to do it first, but what threw off our plan was our group 1 group.
Although,
But I'm saying though, if you want to do it, just do it in the morning.
But I will.
Is my suggestion.
But I will say, 1, I'm glad we did the train.
Yeah.
2, I'm glad there was no one behind us and we hung out in the station with that cast member while we were waiting, and we walked. Dude, you never get to walk around there.
Yeah.
Even pre-pandemic, it's like we looked at the diorama. She had never seen the map before.
It's like a little museum.
Yeah.
In there.
And the cast member was really nice and was just hanging out with us. And then what was cool was the characters were up on the platform. So we saw like we saw them like cycle through a couple times, and it was just cool just to see them like waving at people. They waved at us a couple times, but it was a cool perspective to see them like doing their thing and just like standing there.
Yeah, we just did get to the point where you start triaging. You're like, okay, there's a few rides we're just not going to be able to go on.
Right.
Even if we totally optimized, like we didn't have Ronto wraps and we didn't sit down, like
we probably could have done like 2 more rides, if that.
But it was
if
like,
that,
you had that list. It's like we didn't do Alice, Star Tours, Peter Pan, Splash.
Nothing in Toontown.
Yeah, Gadgets Go Coaster, Roger Rabbit. It's like you just.
And then another thing to think about, we didn't get to do the Main Street shops.
Yeah.
Because our whole plan, or my plan was, let's wait till after closing because
and
the shops are open.
Yeah.
That was dumb because there was a huge line to enter
I
it.
saw that.
So luckily for me, the only merch I was curious to look at was the Magic is Here merch, but the online I was like, okay.
Like,
and then anything else like the tropical stuff, they had it at Adventureland too.
Yeah.
So like I would say unless you have a specific item in mind, if you can get it somewhere else, get somewhere else, or do Main Street in the morning and just be okay, not going on rides for a little bit.
So like 1, we went on the right side shops, like the castle.
Yeah,
the store
the right
castle.
side was empty.
Yeah.
We went on rides on things, but the Emporium had the long line.
And what was okay was like you wanted to see it. I don't think you were going to buy any Magic is Here stuff.
No, well, because I just wanted to see what they have.
No, I know.
Based on like I've been to Shop Disney or like online, I think Instagrammers are posting and everything looks
It
fine.
says Magic is Here. And it's like,
I am looking at that tiki backpack though. It was not in person. I saw it online. I'm looking at it. The Loungefly. It looks really cool. Anyways. Yeah.
So go through that list again, the rides that you did not do.
I have
She's
my
got
list. Okay. Star Tours.
Okay.
Which we sacrificed for Small World. Nothing in Toontown. Alice in Wonderland. Peter Pan. That's the one I wanted to get on. So that one I did kind of sacrifice, but next time. Autopia, the Mark Twain, which I did want to do, but I think we switched that out for the Riverbell Terrace because we had to eat. So around that time.
we were hungry.
We were hungry. Splash Mountain because I refused. Astro Orbiter, which
Still, it's a ride.
I just went down the list of things we didn't do, not necessarily that we wanted to do, just didn't do. We didn't do, and I quote from Kirk, the tiki room. None of the Main Street vehicles, and I kind of want to do the omnibus. I've done it once in my life.
Yeah.
It seemed kind of cool. Casey Jr. and the Emporium.
We did actually do Dumbo.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was like, let's do Dumbo. And we got lucky though, because they were barely like, the next group was like getting off or they were about to get off. So we made it in the next group. So we didn't wait. We literally, they told us, all right, go on like Square 9 and we walked right in. So it was like perfect timing. We didn't even wait for that one.
And again, this is like, there are even rides that are closed.
Yeah.
Let's close right now.
Matterhorn, Storybook Land Canal.
Jungle
boats,
Cruise.
Jungle Cruise.
Oh, that whole half of Tomorrowland.
Yeah. The Dutch Oven.
Buzz.
I'm curious.
Monorail.
I'm curious how they're going to do Jungle Cruise. The queue for that, because they're using the queue for Indy.
That was my theory. Is Jungle Cruise done? Are they just not you can't queue up for it.
No, but they said they're going to open it by the summer. Didn't they announce that recently?
Capacity is going to go up in the summer.
My only guess is that maybe they'll reserve the top floor for Indy and the bottom floor for Jungle Cruise.
And then they'll just push the
and
rest
then
out.
and then just deal with overflow, like because the stroller parking area, maybe use that. But then we're with the strollers. I don't know.
Yeah, it's I don't know how they're going to do it. So
The only things that I didn't do were Casey Jr., Autopia, Star Tours, the vehicles, the boat, Mark Twain.
I want to do that one next time.
Yeah. And that's pretty much it. Oh, Gadget's Gold Coaster. But
we were going to do that. But we're like, are they not going to let us on Small World?
So
And
someone on YouTube literally lined up for Space Mountain at 6:59. So now we know. But we're going to have 2 extra hours next time too.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to be as much of I don't think I was in a rush this time, but I think I'm going to be even less in a rush this time, even less. Like, I think I was telling Kirk, we were talking about doing like Space Mountain first just to wake us up. But I think I'll try to do like Peter Pan in the morning.
So,
like,
question. Why no splash?
I don't like drops.
Oh, that's what it was. It's not the wetness.
I don't like drops, and like I can ride a credit coaster, which I know sounds funny, but because you're strapped in, something about feeling like I don't feel that like weightless feeling, and it's like it's kind of you blink and it's over. Splash, because there's really no seatbelt or anything. I feel like you're kind of just like I don't know. And then like I don't like free falls, so that's why I didn't like rides. I'll get on it, but because I know it's one drop, I will not do Guardians.
Yeah.
I've done Tower of Terror once. I thought I was gonna die. I was like, I'm not doing that again.
I was really proud of Brandy because she was like, I think it was when we were in Florida, but I just kind of made it seem like she talked about Disneyland. She was like, oh, we'll do Splash. But like I said, I think she meant Florida. And I just kind of like inceptioned her to make it seem like it was for Disneyland.
Oh, God.
And
Did she ride it?
Yeah, we went on it.
Wow.
And at the end, she was like, you want to go again? I was like, oh, whoa. And I was like, I'm good.
I might do it next time instead of ride. I'll probably pick one. I'll pick one.
Yeah.
I won't do both. Yeah.
You gotta do it at least once before the changeover. I don't know when that changeover is gonna be. I have a feeling though that they could close when Matterhorn opens up. Splash will close. Like keep one mountain closed all the time.
Let's be real here. Everyone forgot about the controversy.
No,
No one's talking about it.
No
people
one's
are talking about the Tiana thing.
Now?
Yeah,
There's no hubbub. You know?
don't think so? I guarantee you, when Rare Patch opens, the little store there, it's gonna be like that, dude. Just like in Florida, everyone's gonna try to get that last Splash Mountain merch, and that's when people will be reminded.
I'm curious though how popular that ride will be. I'm not saying it's gonna have crazy. People love new things. I'm not saying that, but it's a kids movie with a height restriction. So you can't bring a lot of your little kids on that ride because there's a certain. So I'm curious. Like, I think loyal fans will go on it. People that like the thrill of the Splash Mountain, but it's not going to be like a Fantasyland ride of like, hey, everyone can get on it.
Yeah,
so I'm curious how it's going to work, and if it'll be after like the hype dies down, will it just be like another Splash Mountain where it's really busy when it's hot, and then other than that, it's not that busy. You know?
Probably.
Yeah.
It's the splash factor. It's a water ride, and it's just what happens. And when it's cold, people aren't going to go on it.
Oh, is it open yet? When does Grizzly River Rapids open?
It opened yesterday.
Okay, yeah, news. It
Yeah.
opened yesterday.
Oh yeah. Brandy told me that because of TikTok.
This is we're in the future, so
Yeah.
it's been open for like a week.
Yeah, it's true.
So again, I'm gonna check for questions, but while we're still here, John Harris once again, because he's like, I'll say this for next week. I'm like, if it's about this week, ask it now.
Let's do it.
Shout out to John Harris.
Is there anything you guys realized you missed, but you weren't aware? Or he asked. I totally misinterpreted this. I thought he meant, is there something now that you're like, oh crap, I forgot to do that. So I'm gonna ask that, and then we'll get back to his question.
Okay.
So is there anything we didn't realize we forgot? For us, at the end of the day, it was Tiki Room. We didn't realize till way later. Like, oh wait, we didn't go on that.
Fun fact: I've never sat through a whole show of that.
What?
So the one time I went in there, I was a dumb young kid, and I was like, "This is lame," and I walked out.
What?
Jeez.
I did Tiki Room.
But like,
That was
I would
great.
do it now. Like, yeah, for fun. You know what though? But like, I feel like the vibes back then were like, you get your Dole Whip and you eat it. Like, but now you can't bring your Dole Whip in there.
Yeah,
So
that
it's
was
like,
weird.
just kind of chill, they weren't selling Dole Whips at the stand. They were selling it only at
Trammin.
Yeah, that's true.
One thing I didn't realize until I was actually there was the Haunted Mansion refurb. I forgot about it until I actually got into the queue.
Oh.
And it was a great feeling.
So no spoilers.
No.
The last scene. Blow you away, right?
Chef's
Did not
kiss.
expect that.
Yeah.
And they purposely didn't show it.
Yeah.
They're like, we got a surprise for all of you.
I wonder though if I'm trying to spoil this, would it have been when you see it on screen versus when you see it in person? I don't think they can translate that very well.
No,
so
I
I
don't
think
think so.
maybe that's another reason why they didn't bother trying to show people, because it was like you have to just come and see it, because it's just like you can't translate it to screen very well.
It was great. The Omnimover stopped exactly at the new scene. Like the main portion of the
that's
new
so
scene,
cool.
it stopped there, and I was able to get some nice, pictures, even with the night mode thing where it takes a while. It was great. And shout out to Offhand Disney, his theory about the not Jungle Cruise, Haunted Mansion and Pirates.
That's
kind of
my
like
favorite.
coming
it's
together.
Jane LaFate. I
Yeah.
love that video. Yeah,
Yeah,
I kept saying that. Yeah.
It's becoming more and more kind of a real thing now.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the LaHan's connection. So.
Did you see Miss April through December? The portrait.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look great.
So
Great.
yeah, I like that they totally fixed up the queue. 'Cause it was just barren and empty and ugly.
And even no spoilers, but there was a lot of little things in there that I remember you telling me it's check out the graveyard. Like it's gonna be there. But before that, there were a couple of new little things too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I just appreciated it all. It was great.
Yeah. So this is separate. This is his actual question. Is there anything okay, I'm trying to figure out what he asked, because the question doesn't make sense.
Like,
Maybe it's like,
did you think you missed something but you really didn't?
Just wait. Say it the way it's written.
he said, is there anything you guys realized you were missing but weren't aware until you returned?
Oh, okay.
Like,
Maybe
Yeah.
no. I think
I didn't realize I
like-
missed this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
and then
what
when
I'm
you return
thinking.
to the parks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know. You guys go first.
Is there anything I missed I didn't realize?
Oh, you know what? I got it.
Okay.
The smell.
It smells.
The smell of sunscreen. That classic 19...
Was it hot the day you went?
It was.
Okay.
That's why I have a sunburn on my forehead right now. So just the feeling or the smell of being like, oh, somebody's putting on sunscreen in the distance, mixed with the smells that Disney pours out so you can buy food. It's just like, it's chef's kiss. Like, I want that as an air freshener in my car.
The fried chicken hit me in the face, dude.
Did it?
Oh, it smelled great.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think for me, something I miss that we haven't had for years though. So this is even pre-pandemic, like before everything happened. When I was in college, I used to go on the weekdays a lot. And there was something really nice about it because the crowds were really low. It was closer to the morning, so weather wasn't bad, and the characters were out. Now, as I got older, I started doing after work trips, weekend trips, and it was busier. So in a way, I realized how much I miss that. Like, hey, let's just here's an empty day, no one's here. Let's just go and hang out. My sister and I used to do that a lot. So I think it was just like, it gave me, even though we went on a Sunday, it felt like a weekday. It felt like a normal weekday, and it was just so open, and like characters, and they weren't walking around, but like they were out. You can say hi to them. There wasn't this like after work, everyone's like a long line to get to Mickey and Friends, a long line to get on the tram, everything just felt very easy, and I feel like I haven't had an easy day in years of just like there's nobody here. It's really hang out, and then the weather was perfect, which so. Yeah. I guess it reminded me of like 10 years ago, like Kimmie with her pass for the first time of like, this is like amazing. I can go whenever I want, so it was like, yeah, I guess I missed that, but
I don't think that there will be another weekend, maybe for the rest of our lives, that you'll see wait times like you guys did.
Yeah. I think even now with the capacity is increasing, like I think even by the time I get your birthday, we're going to see a difference for sure.
Yeah. So this might have been a once in a lifetime opportunity.
I could see like 2026, the only pass you can use on Saturdays is $1,800. Maybe it'll be that way.
I still think it's gonna be more.
Yeah,
Also,
all of the rides at 30 or less.
Yes.
I will say too, another thing that I realized I missed. We went on a Sunday. All the influencers got their wiggles out during the week.
Yeah, you guys.
And on
I
Friday
didn't
and
see
Saturdays.
any.
You guys.
I didn't see
good.
one influencer, and I love them. I do follow quite a few. I'm not trying to bash anybody. I'm not trying, like
I'll
there's
bash
some.
'em.
Okay, but there are some good ones
no.
I follow for news.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just shout out to I'm not calling names out. I'm not shouting out. But like it just felt very pure.
Yeah.
It felt very pure because everyone that had their phone out, I saw no one live streaming. I saw nobody like, hey guys, check this out, and like zooming on. People that were filming were just like filming their kids on a ride, or just like their reaction. Like I did a few clips of us, but it was more so like that video was a last minute thing. I wasn't gonna make anything. I didn't plan to make anything, but like it just felt very like people aren't trying to get clout right now. No one's trying to get hype right now. Everyone that was there, that I saw at least, felt genuinely happy to be back. Like, you know, they pulled their phone out for a picture, got their picture with their significant other, moved on. Like it didn't feel very like everyone crowd to this one thing. Let's all get the same shot of it. It didn't feel like that day. So I kind of missed that. Yeah.
I took my camera, the camera that I got, and I didn't take it out once.
She barely took
I
hers.
barely took everything was with my phone and my disposable camera. But even that's a one shot and you're done. You can't sit there and then like my phone, I mean, it's just easy, click, click, and then just moved on. Like I didn't feel like I think Touch of Disney, I was worse. I was like trying to get photos of everything.
Yeah, me too.
And then like I had my camp backpack on. I had I think I took it out maybe 3 times the whole day. I got very few photos with my camera, and I don't regret it. I was fine with it. So yeah, that's what I missed.
Yeah, I didn't realize how much I missed being there during the daytime with some nice weather.
Yeah.
Because there was one day at work this week. Maybe it was Thursday. Nice and breezy. I'm like, oh, I can't wait till I could go to Disneyland on a day like this.
Yeah.
But I had that mild feeling while we were there because the weather was nice.
Right. It was hot for me.
Yeah.
We got very lucky
Like
because it was hot on Friday.
Yeah, it felt nice when we were waiting for Snow White under the fantasy.
That was probably one of my high points of the day. Just chill.
Yeah,
Like,
it was like-
the princesses were chilling out. It was just, and it was like around like 1 or 2, so I feel like everyone was kind of calm, just chilling.
That's cool.
Out.
So I feel like we all felt this at some point. Making the most of your day. Was that thought in the back of your mind?
Yes.
Like, as much as you want to take it in, it's like, I can't waste time on this
Yeah.
at this time.
Yeah, the only thing that I felt like I wasted time was the morning. And even then, I left my house at 7:30. Okay?
Oh.
And
Oh, it took you a lot longer.
yes, because it was an hour to get to Brandy's because of weekday traffic.
Right.
Yeah. So I had to go to
'cause
Brandy's.
I had no traffic.
Even then, I still hit the 8:30 mark, which I told her I'll pick you up at 8:30. And I hit it right on the money. But yeah, I still feel like it took almost 2 hours for me to get there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, because you showed up at like 7:30ish here?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we were on the escalator at 8:35.
Yeah.
But it didn't take us an hour to.
We were in the parks by 9:16
Yeah.
or 9:12. So I wrote it down. I forgot, but 9 something.
Maybe you did get here. Oh, wait. Did you get here a little later around 8?
No, I got here like a little, like 7:45. Because I left Lake Forest around 7 because we were looking at the
we had
group
to
one.
wait in line in the parking lot.
Mm.
In
That's what
the
I'm
cars.
saying.
Yeah,
So
I forgot
I'm saying
about
though that
yeah.
like I'm happy with the time we got there because we didn't have to wait in the Mickey and Friends line. We weren't stuck waiting in the car to like go down. Like, and then I think didn't we use the restroom at Mickey and Friends?
Yeah.
So I feel like we went at a speed I was comfortable with. I didn't feel like we were rushing to get there, but I also didn't feel like we were stalled because security, it was very efficient and every single thing was open.
Yeah, they opened every
So
security
we literally
line.
went to like the far left that nobody was going to, and
That's good.
we breezed through it. So in the morning, no, I didn't feel like I was, but that's what you said you felt. Yeah.
Yeah, like we didn't really like sit around too much till the end of the day, like till we couldn't go on rides anymore.
I think it's only when we ate, I felt like it, but it was necessary. But
Yeah.
only when we ate, because we couldn't eat and walk. We couldn't drink blue milk and walk. So that was what I felt
Well,
like.
even like when we got our Matterhorn macaroons, we were a little tired. We had to take a breather.
Yeah.
Remember, you were like, I don't know if I want coffee or not, but I need some water. Like
I think once we had water and the Bengal barbecue, I think I felt a lot better after
Yeah.
that. Like that, I needed that second to just, okay, sit down, drink your water, eat some food. I didn't even feel like tired, like grouchy. I just felt like weak.
yeah,
Like just
yeah, me
really
too.
weak. Like just like I need to, like I can't.
Like
have
remember,
it.
I was kind of out of it when we sat on the bench after we got some water at French Market.
Yeah.
I was like, I was kind of out of it. So next time I think I'm just gonna like every time I see a water, I'm just gonna,
You're gonna
grab
grab
one.
one?
Yeah. And I think what slowed it, and I don't regret this. I'm happy we did the train, but that was like almost an hour ordeal.
Yeah. big
And there was a
trouble.
lot of standing and a lot of just sitting and waiting. So it
Yeah.
was like,
It throws your momentum off.
so I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah. So I think like people that do it first thing, I understand because it's like just get it out of the way, not out of the way, but like you can get it done a lot faster and it doesn't feel like as much of a lull. But then if you wait till the end, like we did, the end is what, 1 p.m., 2 p.m.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the middle of your day, and then it's like, all right, how do I get the engines going again? So I feel like if there's another lull in the future, I would say let's do Space Mountain or something just to wake us up. Just drink some water, do something fast, and then But yeah.
I haven't mentioned it yet, but the end of the day for me, the very last thing I rode, carousel.
Nice.
Oh, you're at that last.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
How's that?
it's great.
Right?
It was great. Yeah, I did a whole little Spider-Man move to try to get all the way to the very top one. Because for some reason, the line that they put us in, it was 3 of them were at the highest point, and 1 of them was at the lowest point. It was the weirdest thing. I don't know why. So in order for me to get to the high ones, I had to jump off of the low one. I don't know if that makes sense.
What do you couldn't climb up
You
to
had
it?
to like
I
bank,
mean, I
bank off a
could.
horse.
But it was just easy. It was like stairs, like going up and then up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, but it was great. Carousel was awesome.
No, our last ride was Small World.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it was a nice way to end it.
Yeah.
I liked it. I've in the past I've been one like get on a fast ride and end it with that. But since we did Space Mountain already, I was like, I'm happy just doing Small World. And
Did you have the boat to yourself?
I think there was someone
there was
behind.
one person in the video. Yeah, I have it. She was alone, and we were like in row 1, and she was like in row 5. So she was
Yeah,
quiet.
we had the boat to ourselves.
I think we were kind of tired. We were just kind of sitting there, like just taking it in, looking
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, it was nice to just chill at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And it was that weird hour. It's like 7.
Yeah.
You know.
Which is why I'm glad we went. I was going to hit the traffic going home because it's weekday. So I told
Oh,
Brandy, like,
yeah.
it's actually a good idea if we go and eat here, let the traffic die down. So we took our time in Naples, had a couple of rounds of drinks. It was great. It
Yeah,
was
I was home by 9:30, and I remember thinking it's gonna be so late by the time I got home. But no, we left because we walked the tram route alone.
Yeah, that was cool.
There was a woman behind us with the stroller with the screaming kid, but like she was a distance away, and it was really eerie just walking down. And like I was like, are there cast? And there was cast members like sprinkled around, but we virtually had it to ourselves. It was,
Yeah.
and then the weird orange lighting. That lighting is so ugly, but the orange
Yeah.
lighting like alongside the route.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did it feel to have a ticketed day now?
It felt like a ticket a day. Yeah. Yeah. That was no after work Disneyland, which is what I still miss.
I felt like an outsider almost.
Yeah.
I think kind of like what you said. I think that is what the most pressure was for me. Was let me make every minute count, not because of availability, not because hey, we only got this one day. It was no, the price I paid for this ticket. I'm gonna make sure I get every penny worth. And for me, it was worth it with the low waits, with the low crowds, with the quality of the cast and everyone just being really chill. Like I didn't see anything crazy happening, but I think that was in the back of my mind was I paid for this ticket. I don't have a pass anymore. And if I want to come back again, I need to buy another one.
Yeah.
So it's weird. To me, it wasn't the dollar value or the money. It was I have one ticket and the ticket goes away at the end of the day.
Yeah.
My admission expires.
Yeah.
So not that like money is going to stop me from going like every week, right? It is. But the feeling wasn't because of the money. It was this ticket flies off into the dust and then I get one more. It's like a punch card, I get to punch it one more time on this multi-day and then it's over. And then I have to go through the whole thing again of planning, setting aside a day, all that kind of thing.
It felt like going to Disney World for me.
Ah.
Yeah. That was a very similar experience where you try to get as much as you can from the day. But it's weird to do that at Disneyland for me because I haven't had that single day feeling in 10 plus years. So,
But okay, so overall though, you'll talk if you want to talk about rides and stuff, we had it so good.
yeah.
So let's wrap up the Big Thunder topic. You're back at Disneyland now. There is hope. The passes are coming by the end, debuting by the end of the year,
Right.
whatever that means. There's gonna be a time.
They will be sun rising, not sun setting.
Yeah, there will be a time, probably sooner than we think. You're just gonna be able to pick up reservations whenever, right? Maybe not on a Saturday, but like, do you even want to go on a Saturday? Like, if you could just, if the reservations are rolling, right? Not 4 per month, 4 at a time, let's say, right? If the reservations are rolling, I got no problem wasting one on a Wednesday for 3 hours because as soon as I use that, I have another reservation. I can literally make it while I'm in the park, right? And you can always, hold them, cancel them as long as if we're going off the flex model, hold a reservation just in case, cancel it before the 24 hours and just make another one.
This is if you had an AP, you're saying?
Yeah, let's say we had flex APs.
Mm-hmm.
That time's coming, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're all going to be flex. I'm pretty sure they are.
Pretty sure. But some better than others, and it's not going to be as bad as we think, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like now.
The other thing I thought for APs, which I don't think will work, but that's just another thought. Do you think there'd ever be a time where they sold unlimited days, but they only sold a certain amount of them?
Oh, like a certain number of passes?
Yes. So like whichever signature plus, we only have 1,000 of these. Whoever gets them first gets them.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think they'll just
that would be a nightmare to get.
I think they'll just price people out.
Probably.
It's always going to be supply and demand. You don't actually limit the supply. You limit
the demand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how, that's how it works. That's how you keep something. The reason Disney doesn't sell out every day is because of how much it costs for one day.
Right.
Every weekday would sell out. People would take days off if it cost $25 to go to Disneyland. They'd fill up at 10 a.m. I don't care how many people have work or can't take off work. They would for $25.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends right now that's holding them back as the price. They go, it's the pricing, and I don't, and I understand they don't, not that they're anti-mask. They don't want to wear a mask all day for that price. They don't want to go with no characters. They don't want to go with.
It feels like a limited
parades.
experience.
Yeah, and I understand. And a lot of people that have that thought process have children. So I don't have kids, so I don't care either way. But I understand that whole, why am I going to pay this much money for my kid to have a quote half experience? And it's I get it, So I feel like that's also holding people back as well.
Yeah.
And then there's no out-of-state guests and not, things like that. So
yeah, even if it was like $50, I wonder if I would go once every week or 2 weeks. I know it's a lot, but then just not do anything all week to go to Disneyland for $50.
I probably would.
yeah,
Because
don't eat out.
and not forever, but cook rice and beans all week. It's like whatever. So, but knowing all this, how are you feeling as a human being right now, as a Disneyland fan, that you have gone? The shroud has been lifted.
I was saying, I kind of touched on it a little bit earlier. I think we are going to be in a very small minority, even of Disney stands, of people who are able to experience. It's kind of like the extra magic hour in the morning. It's this extra magic week of very low wait times. We're able to do everything. Maybe not a lot of food, maybe not a lot of places open, but we were able to have an experience that a lot of people won't. And because of that, it kind of like fills me up a little bit when it comes to my Disney love. I don't even some of my family was asking me, "Oh, is it worth it to go right now?" And I'm like, for me it was. That first week for sure, no question about it.
Yeah.
But where a month from now, I don't know. I don't know if I'd be willing to pay the $150 to wait for an hour for every ride.
Because there's the give and take of did we have to wear masks? Yes. Were we missing a lot of things? Yes. You know what else we were missing? People.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's the trade-off always where it's now imagine, a busy day shuffling around. Everything's a 60-minute wait. You got to wear a mask. You got to pull over to drink water. There aren't
and there's
that many
no fast passes, right?
Yeah.
In this reality,
It's maybe that would annoy me.
Yeah.
A little more. I don't think it's going to get that bad. By the time it's super busy and stuff, things will just be relaxed because it's super busy, etc. But
I saw this online. Side note. Do you think not having fast passes made it a better day?
So this is an actual true thing.
Yes.
If a ride does not, anytime a ride gets fast pass, standby time goes up. Because let's say you have Pirates 20 minutes, Peter Pan 20 minutes, right? You put a fast pass on Peter Pan, right? Now, all the people, if those are the only two rides, let's pretend, right?
Yeah.
Everyone who has a fast pass for Peter Pan can now wait in line for Pirates. But they're also waiting in line for Peter Pan virtually.
Yeah,
so let's say they both have fast passes. Let's say Space Mountain and Big Thunder Mountain, right? You can go wait in the other line while you're waiting for the other line. And now both of the times double or whatever, especially because they have the ratios, 10 fast passes per one person going in.
Yeah.
So they'll let in 50 people and then they'll let in a party of 5. And that changes depending on.
Right.
Yeah.
So are you guys of the mindset of get rid of fast passes?
I think I am now. People on Twitter this week were saying, no more fast passes. It was great. I go, okay, but we have lower capacity. So let's forget that for a second. It'd be cool for them to prototype that. Let's get a fast pass and see how it goes. I don't think they will though, because now that they sell Max Pass, that's more money in their pockets, and it's more of an incentive. Like you can skip the line, and it's like.
And there was a
want that.
reason that fast passes were made in the 90s, right? Like, I don't know if like customer satisfaction of waiting 60 minutes every single time was really low, so they had to figure out a way to get around it.
There was no 60 minutes in the 90s though.
You don't think so?
No one was at Disneyland
I honestly
compared to
don't know.
now.
Yeah.
But
It was the Eisner era. So
yeah.
probably not.
So two things. One, when passes come back, let's pretend things are normal now. Even passes are back in their reservation. That's still normal, right? Fast Pass would be cool because some of them will be open and you're only going on a few rides anyway. There is no, I need to wait in line for everything all day long.
Right.
So it's like you're only going to go on 3-4 things anyway. So who cares if there's a Fast Pass or not, right? You're not going to be in the standby lines. You'll just go on the things that are available because that's just your speed. 2, will only Max Pass come back?
Yes.
Yeah. 100%.
I had
like
Max
Kimmie
Pass
was saying.
on my,
No.
on my pass. Yeah.
Will there no longer be Fast Pass?
Yeah.
Will it only be paid for?
I think they were going that direction. This is the perfect time to do it.
Yeah.
I agree.
The Thanos snap was able to reset everything, including Fast Pass.
You know what's funny? That's what this has felt like. I feel like the Thanos snapped and like half the population is back, and then once things go full back to normal, it'll feel like okay, we're all back. I think they'll restructure. They can restructure everything because Max Pass was part of the annual pass system. They basically, I think that's the thing about this. They took away all the perks. There's no Magic Mornings right now. There's no Fast Pass right now. No Max Pass. Photo Pass is still there, but like everyone's a smartphone nowadays. I really think they're going to restructure any perks right now. They're going to restructure all of it.
Yeah,
and also the discounts. They can restructure everything right now if they want to.
Yeah, and Max Pass, they have the word pass, and like it still sounds a little magical. It's not like Universal and stuff where express ticket or front of line. That sounds like grody.
Yeah, like the Flash Pass.
I hate that.
That's at Six Flags. Yeah,
but you get like a smartwatch. You get like a smartwatch.
I haven't been to Six Flags in years.
Yeah, it was the weirdest thing. I saw people wearing them, and it's like,
Sorry,
they have their passes on the watch. It's the weirdest thing.
What about Knott's? Do they have a Fast Pass system?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
They might have the front of line thing though.
I want to know what those wait times look like now. Now I'm curious. I haven't been there in a long time.
But yeah, I do wonder if they'll rip out the machines and then it's over.
Yeah.
The only way to do it, you have a phone and you pay.
What if you don't have a phone? A smartphone?
How would you make? They have those reservation machines.
Yeah, they haven't been.
But no, they won't do.
Isn't that a Fast Pass though? Isn't that a Fast Pass?
No, like you'd have to scan your ticket, and your ticket has to have Max Pass on it.
Right.
Let's say, right?
Why do you think they never brought magic bands here?
They don't need them. Like,
but why do they need them over there?
They're mainly used for like the primary use is a hotel key. That's the primary.
We only have
use.
like 3 hotels, and I feel like go online. A lot of people recommend don't stay on property unless you really want that experience. But stay a night, and then the good neighbor hotels are just as good. I haven't stayed at an Anaheim hotel or like not in years. So,
Disney can like everything that goes on your Max Pass, like whatever perk they can sell to you. Sure, they make money on it on the band. Or on the Magic Band. Sorry,
and it's more of a resort there too. It's like a city, so they can get away with it. Yeah.
It would they just not want to deal with it and just not have to deal with developing any system and just put it in your phone?
Yeah, your phone's becoming the Magic Band. 10 years ago when they first were released, NFC was a niche thing on a phone.
Yeah.
Now that iPhone's adopted it, everyone has it.
Yeah, and now it's on Apple Watch.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I think they're just gonna skip it and it's just gonna go on your app. They're pushing the app really hard. Yeah. Everything's in the app now.
I can't wait till I have my pass on my Apple Pay.
Yeah.
Or my wallet.
And
I forgot to mention. Did you ever get when you mobile ordered? Were you able to incorporate your discount?
Yeah, it
automatically doesn't.
Mine never did it.
Hers just didn't hook up.
Mine did not hook up.
That's weird.
And she got maybe because it was added that day because you didn't.
Maybe
could have just been something weird.
So
Deanna's didn't work.
Yeah, load it before you get there.
Yeah. She said she had to call, and every single time she called, it was busy.
Yeah.
I didn't even bother. I didn't purchase too much mobile. I think I only got our macaroons and
I don't know.
our Bengal barbecue. I think that's all I got.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but
and then did I get a discount at Tortilla Joe's? I did, right? I think I gave them my pass too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that one I handed them my pass. I didn't do it through the app.
They didn't really care.
Yeah. Anyways.
So yeah, overall, like, what are you feeling about the future? You don't know yet because you haven't run out of tickets.
I think the experience we had on Saturday is gone. I think capacity is going to go up again. And I'm not saying it's going to get worse. I'm not saying it's going to get better or worse. I just don't think crowds will be that low ever again.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be the first step in that we're going to see is crowds. After crowds, maybe they'll start incorporating less distancing or more food options, whatever. But I think that we won't get that Saturday ever again or Sunday we went ever again.
Random Tuesday night.
It might be gradual when they bring things in, but I think that Avengers Campus is going to change the game because everyone's going to want to go. That's going to be the new thing to go on. It's like the Disneyland we got, it wasn't new. It was just stripped down, but it wasn't new. We didn't get a new experience. Like, yes, Haunted and Snow White, yeah, but like you ride the ride, you get off. Avengers Campus, it's like everyone's going to run there. There's going to be like people waiting to go on that Spider-Man ride. Is there going to be a virtual queue for that?
I hope so.
They haven't announced it yet.
If it's like Rise, I'm good. I hope it's not like that.
Oh yeah. It's not fun.
If it's like
I do want to get on it, but it's like I can wait till the end of the day and just ride it.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to camp out for that ride. It's just a shooter ride, so it's like I'd rather do Toy Story.
Right now is the best time to go to DCA. Like right before Avengers. If you don't care about Avengers, it is the best time to go. It is a ghost town there, I'm sure.
Yeah, my cousin, she got tickets to Disneyland the day Avengers Campus opens. And I'm like, you're gonna have a great time because everyone's gonna be in DCA.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to use Disneyland to yourself essentially. So
Did she get her reservation?
She was able to go back and got it.
Okay.
So yeah, she got it the 4th, and then I had another thought and I forgot the thought. Yeah, a friend of mine, she went to DCA opening day. She did the park hopper, and she said that morning was glorious. She goes, everyone at Disneyland. She got to do like all the rides before 1, and then she jumped over at Disneyland, and she had a great, and she loved it. And she was there all weekend, and she stayed at the Grand Californian. She said it was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
I'm glad we went. It's like this obstacle is gone, and I'm less uneasy about like how often I'm gonna go.
Right. Yeah.
I think that did it. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to going in, but I'm not in this like hype rush mode.
Right.
I'm like, I'll go the next time I'm able to, because
Yeah.
I was able to go, and it's like the normal feeling is back. So it's like I have gone, but I'm not used to going every day yet.
Right.
So it's not like killing me that I didn't go this weekend. Let's say.
I thought of something while I was on Pirates. I remember it coming to my head. We were used to going weekly almost, right?
Yeah, I went a lot. Yeah.
At the minimum. But most of the population in LA or in Orange County go about once a year.
Yeah.
Like that's the average. So we just became like the average person.
Yeah.
So that time that we didn't go is just like your normal, I'm going to go once a year kind of person. So, I mean, we were able to see it from their lens, I guess, for once. Kind of interesting.
Yeah. Like 2019, I went 64 times.
Yeah.
Literally more than once a week. There was a few times, twice, I went 3 in a row. It's too much.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Yeah.
But
yeah, like 2019, I went 5 times because I didn't have a pass that year. So it was like, I feel like this year is going to be like that year. However, back then, I had the feeling of FOMO because you had Mickey's birthday that year. That was the year of like Oogie Boogie Bash, whatever. Where right now, there's not a lot going on except at Avengers Campus. And it's like, I'll go there once and be cool with it. That's fine. So it's like, I don't feel FOMO right now. I kind of feel like, okay, I went, we're good. I'll probably go again for the holidays and Halloween, and then I'll be happy like with this year. And then by then the passes will hopefully be back. And then next year.
I'm still betting on September.
Are you really?
It's either September or January.
Yeah,
they have no other choices.
I think January.
What about like October, like before Christmas? Or do you think they want to incorporate Halloween in that as well?
So September is an off season, even though off season means something.
Well, nowadays Halloween's starting like beginning of September. Like my birthday one year fell on
like,
Halloween time.
Okay, so my whole thing, unless they do like they want first of the month for some reason, right? They would want, the whole point of passes is to fill up the off days.
Right.
That's why they exist.
That's true. Yeah.
So they would either do it like August 21st, because that's when SoCal can normally come back, because that's like the dead day, because schools start in August now. Especially this year, they're for sure going to start in August.
Right.
It's either that or January, because they're not going to launch passes during Christmas where like pass holders are going to take up the day, because there are normal people who are like, I'm only going once this year, I'll go during Christmas. Why do I want to go now?
Do you think though they would say end of the year and then surprise drop it in August? I don't think that would happen.
They just said debut before the end of the year. So that my two options.
I feel like end of the year that was very intentional. Like don't hold your breath, don't speculate. It's going to be end of the year, so don't.
They might have said like soon.
Yeah, I feel like they would have said
Otherwise-
soon.
So,
if they would have.
but they use the word debut. So I
Yeah.
wonder if they'll announce it during Christmas, let you buy it during Christmas.
As a gift.
Yeah.
Christmas
and then
gifts.
go in January.
That's what I think is going to happen.
Because they didn't say like launch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
debut.
they didn't say launch.
Debut is announced, right?
Mhm.
It's presented to you.
It's like the Wish.
Yeah.
We're debuting it.
So, do you think they're going to bring back Magic Happens, or do you think that's dead?
The parade?
The parade.
No, they'll bring it when they decide parades are back.
They'll bring it back. you
It's
think?
their most recent one. They just spent money on it. They're gonna have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else are they gonna do?
So after Avengers Campus, what's next?
I think they're
Well, Jungle Cruise.
they
Yeah.
put a lot of stuff on hold, but it's like Jungle Cruise, maybe Splash Mountain, possibly. I think Tomorrowland got put on hold. But
Yeah.
again, that's just rumors and stuff.
Runaway Railway is the next one.
Yeah.
When do you think they'll, if they do it, because they never said it was going to happen. It was more like a proposal, but like Disneyland forward.
I think that's just going to happen over the next 20 years. Like,
Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be.
this is part of Disney forward. It's just going to happen.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
No,
me too.
that's the thing. I forgot too. I
That
saw
was
it right
just
now. Yeah.
that was them telling Anaheim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like their
We own you now.
yeah. So
Open this part for us, please.
I'm not even. I don't even care about that because they said over. Did they say over the next couple decades?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I heard one I did not hear two
I
decades.
think they said
but
couple.
Probably. You're probably right.
Yeah, well,
I didn't read all of it.
I think having gone to Disneyland has helped me a little bit with like not feeling that anxious hype.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, this is gonna happen in 20 years. Don't even think about it.
Yeah. Wakanda, I think, is coming up too.
Wakanda.
I honestly think that's going to be it's going to tie into Black Panther too.
People said that it looked like they're gonna put Wakanda. There was like a section where they could put it,
Yeah.
and it extends from Avengers Campus.
Mhm.
So
Thing is, though, everyone's saying it's just concept art. They're just saying we could put it there. I don't
Yeah.
think that'll actually, because there was also like Skull Rock like next to it, which made no sense.
I did
you know?
see something else about it though.
Mhm.
Why it makes sense and why they might. There was some other thing, but yeah, I don't know. They could kill the theater and expand Fantasyland,
Yeah.
but there's I don't think they're starting anything new anytime soon.
Yeah.
They're just gonna clean up because
get things back to normal first.
they don't need to generate demand anymore. The reason you do new lands, they're probably gonna start stuff slowly because eventually, like, you have to start ahead of time. You have to anticipate demand dropping.
Yeah.
But they're not gonna be like, this is coming soon, this is coming soon. They don't like if they hadn't started Avengers Campus already, they wouldn't have started it now. Be like, everyone's itching to go.
It was supposed to open last year, huh?
Yeah.
Shoot.
Mhm.
I mean, like,
Year
if they
later.
didn't tear down a Bugs Land like 2 years ago,
Mhm.
they wouldn't have started tearing it down. They would have just been like,
Well, what about Mickey and Minnie's? They hadn't started it yet. They started building that during the pandemic. Like, I remember when they first put up the frames for it, but I don't know if they had just already had it ready to go, like just start it, like.
when you start putting up frames, you don't stop till you close up the building. So if they were gonna pause it, it'd be right now.
Yeah.
Didn't they pause it though?
There was the rumor, and then I drive by there every time I come up the 5. They're working at night. The lights are on.
Oh.
They're always doing something. They finally closed up the building though.
Yeah. And so,
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't believe.
Looks
it.
like a Fry's
Is it 2
Electronics.
stories? Is the ride 2 stories?
I don't think the ride is,
No.
but I think
Oh.
it's just high ceilings.
No.
Because you've gone on it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. I wonder
Yeah.
when they'll let out-of-state guests in, because Universal already said that right now they're letting out-of-state visitors in with a vaccination card, but you have to be 16 and older.
Yeah, I think they'll just wait till it's unrestricted travel.
Yeah.
And I think if California reaches herd immunity,
Mhm.
then we don't care what happens. Because
We'll know by June 15th, because that's the proposed day that.
Everything's going to reopen.
Surprise! We're all open
Yeah,
now.
there's some text though that says it's the tier system goes away, and there will be common sense regulations, as in wearing masks inside. et cetera.
Right.
Well,
distance.
as of right now, is the mask mandate still in effect by the president? Like
the
airs-
federal
like, yeah.
property. Yeah.
So I feel like, and then Disney, like in Florida, right? Isn't their mask mandate lifted? But Disney says you
You still
that's
need
up
a
to
mask,
them,
yeah,
right? So
for sure.
I can see them still incorporating their own rules, even if things disappear.
Well,
So-
I keep getting Disney surveys, and there's always a page. What would stop you from coming, or what
I got
made you
that too,
want to come? Is it that there are masks? Is there? And I got that interview for The Guardian, but they didn't post my answers. But
Are you sad about that?
no, it's probably better off. But when she asked, like, what would stop you? I'm like, right now, if there are no masks,
Yeah, that's weird.
I'd feel. I think it would have actually stopped me.
Yeah.
I think for me, what helps is the mask, yes, but I think more so just the spacing. Because I feel like if they just said, you know what, everyone indoor queue, back to normal, I think that'd make me more nervous. Like the mask, yes, do make you feel safer, but there's already distance and there's already less people in the park. So I wouldn't feel as nervous. I'd feel more nervous if it was full capacity.
Yeah.
Even with mask on, I would feel more nervous because everyone's like just really close to you, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, what would feel worse though? 6 feet no masks or 3 feet with masks?
3 feet with mask.
That would feel worse.
Mm-hmm.
You'd rather have no masks.
I don't like people in my space.
No, but you'd feel safer with everyone with their open mouths.
Not more comfortable.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, you're right. Yeah, I feel more comfortable, not safer. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I guess now that I'm vaccinated, I feel like this weird sense of like I'm not gonna get it. I'm immune. I know that's not how it works, but like there's this weird.
It kind of
sense
is,
like,
but it still feels odd.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I was already praying in the car, like God, let us all be safe. Like, yeah.
So I do. Before we move on, you didn't open this map, did you, Kimmie?
It was in your backpack the whole day, but I just wanted to save it because
This map is bigger and has it's less dense and yet has more information.
Yeah.
There's less
You want-
garbage
you
all
wanna
over.
turn around?
I will. but
okay.
It's almost like a screenshot of the app. They took like the picture from the app and just
It looks
You
so
know
much
what
better.
though? They also there's less attractions running, and then they do have dining, but are they only showing things open though? Oh no, docking bays there.
oh, that's so gross. Look at
Matterhorn's on here.
Pirates Lair. Look at that flag.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But let's show this. There's this.
And there's a mobile order section now
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, this is like a really well done map. It's less busy looking.
Well,
Check out that first thing right there. The
Which one?
Cheeseburger.
cheeseburger. That's it.
Cheeseburger, fried chicken, Dole Whip,
Blue and green milk.
blue and green milk.
You know what though? I wanted to save this because there's a COVID warning on it, and I'm like, how much longer will that stay on the map before they get rid of it? You know what I mean?
Oh.
Like when things start to like. That's one thing too. Was like the opportunity of this weekend was taking these photos of like, you know, when we get old and gray, we're gonna show the future. Like, hey, there was that one weird year where you had to wear a mask everywhere in Disneyland in front, and like Pluto had to be 20 feet away from you. You know what I mean? So yeah, but it's crazy.
Yeah. All right. So that's it, right? For closing thoughts on the Big Thunder topic. So we had it so good, or we have it so good. We're in the middle ground.
Yeah. Yeah. Transitionary period.
Yeah. Transition.
Transition.
Come on.
You called it out.
Come on now.
Hey,
No,
you
I'm
know.
just kidding.
All right. So I will double check. But for now, Jackson writes in, Spoke Busters. He said, got to mention a memory that came to mind today while listening to this week's episode, Disney Cruise, of Kirk's recap of the park. Going on Pirates and sitting right off into the right at the beginning with a peaceful hustle and bustle of Blue Bayou to your right and the calm bayou to the left and the water smell. We will have it so good soon. So I do like that first, like the first dip into the water. You just kind of float in.
Yeah.
And it's this really nice, peaceful feeling. Let's see.
I have another. We had it so good. Mazzy G wrote in to my personal account, said, "Hey Christian, today's episode kind of brought me back to one of my memories, and I think it might be a cool topic for the show." It's one of those like people write in like, but she talked about Club Disney, that she went to the Eastland Center one in West Covina in 1997, and she sent me an article about it. And she said she went when she was 3 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, now she has a couple kids. I think it was a couple kids. And so I sent her over the Funkline episode about Club Disney.
Yeah,
So
it's a short episode. There isn't much in there.
Yeah. But I just thought that was kind of neat.
I started this over a year ago, but I'm going to finish it. I'm in the process of remaking the logo in like 5,000 pixels by 5,000 pixels because you have to draw it by hand.
Yeah.
There's no, it's literally like, I think like 280 by 280 is the picture I'm working off of. So I had to blow it up and draw myself. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So how much you want to talk about your trip?
I mean, we honestly touched on...
We eventually got to everything.
Right. We eventually got to everything. It was just a very, like, I guess, final thoughts on it. Like, it was a very great day. It was easily, if not the top Disney day that I've ever had, in the top 3. Like, I've never been able to get on so many rides, food was fine. Like I think we're all kind of in agreement that it was okay. But it was really because everyone like the next day when I got to work, how was it? You know, is it worth it? Blah blah blah. And my whole thing is like I honestly got on almost every ride. To people who aren't like super into Disney, I got on every ride.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I got on all the big ones.
Yeah.
So it was so neat. We had no real hiccups throughout the day. I loved us ending at Naples. Met up with Deanna for a little bit, went on one ride. That was cool. It was great. It was great. Like I said, I got on almost everything except minus a couple things. And then the couple of things that I didn't get on, it was fine. I did not feel like I missed anything. Star Tours, I was good. I just went on Rise.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Autopia, I drive a car every day. You know what I mean? So little things like that. But it was great. I really, really enjoyed my Disney day, and I'm looking forward to the next one. My expectations are a lot lower. My bar that I need to do everything are a lot lower. So I'm glad that we're going. And it's just going to be more of a chill day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Kimmie, here's your chance.
We have it so good, or
Well,
we had it so good, or
Well, whether it's a memory or not, even the day we went. I know we just talked for hours.
I guess for me, it's just that day. Like I know I won't get a day like that.
Mm.
You know, like days like that, you really can't plan out. It's like they just kind of happen. And yes, the world situation we're in kind of formed the day for us. Like we knew we couldn't go on certain rides. We knew capacity was a lot lower. So yes, we went in with this knowledge, but we didn't know what the day would look like. Like my fear was, so my cousin had gone the day before and she said she hit up the rides and she left early because she just did the day differently than we did. But so I was just nervous, like, am I going to be bored or am I going to not want to be there very long? Am I going to do my rides to be done? But like, at the end of the day, they closed at 7. We sat on a bench, just sat there. And I haven't done that in a long time. Or you really can't do that around 7 p.m. because people are camping out for the fireworks.
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like it was so nice to just, like I was telling Kirk, it was so nice to walk down Main Street and not see people hugging the curbs.
Yeah.
And there was not available signs on the floor, which I thought was funny. So it was like, I think that I'm just it's gonna be like sitting like in a little bottle of my brain of like that day. It's just so like, we won't get that day.
Yeah.
You can't plan for that day. Well, I can see like in a year, 2 years, capacity will be gone. The mass will be gone. The restrictions will be gone. And even if past prices grow up, it's like, with Instagram, YouTube, whatever, like the hype around Disney is not going to die anytime soon. More people are going to want to go. People are going to figure out a way to buy their passes, whatever. So yeah, I think just that day, the feeling, I felt good all day. Like even with our little mishaps with the food and us feeling tired, it didn't detract from the day though. It didn't. It was just, yeah.
Yeah. What was interesting about the 7 o'clock though, it was closed. You couldn't get on anything, but security didn't start coming around till like 7:30. We kind of saw it getting darker and the castle getting slightly more lit up,
brighter,
very slowly.
Yeah.
So that was cool, and seeing people trickle out and then being like one of the last people inside, not even trying to be the last people or anything. It was just like people were leaving.
No, we sat on the bench in between Adventureland and Frontierland, and yeah, there was a few benches. I think only one other couple was sitting at the bench next to us, but other than that, everyone was taking their last photos from the castle, slowly walking back. People were walking through Main Street, but like,
Yeah, it was
it
nice.
was really relaxing. It was just really nice, and like, it was quiet enough to hear like the music playing, and I didn't feel like all these noises were happening at once, and it just felt very nice. And it's like, as much as I like the shows and I feel for the actors that lost their jobs, it was just nice to just not have to. It didn't. I guess that's the thing. I didn't feel like there was distractions everywhere. It just felt very stripped down and very like, this is the Disneyland that you have right now. Appreciate it.
This is the idealized Disneyland in your head,
Right.
where you do kind of forget when you're there. It's like, oh, the parades are busy, whatever. But in your head, they're not. You don't think about those times. You kind of block them out. And we did get like the view of Castle Matterhorn, chilling. So what was interesting to me, I don't remember how much I said on the show. I've only known you since the pandemic, right? We've gone to Downtown Disney 100 times.
Yes.
We've talked about Disney or Disneyland 1,000,000 times.
Yeah.
But like the whole day, it felt like I had been there with you before.
Yeah.
it was like, oh, we're here again, even though I'd never been to Disneyland with you. So it was kind of just like, even sitting on a bench, in our minds, it would be like, oh, we've waited for this for a long time. But in not even reality, it's real. Like what actually happened was like, no, it felt like we got to do this again. And it's that feeling of, oh, cool, not cool, but like, oh, this is what we're like, this is all going to happen again and again. And instead of it feeling like, got to make the most of the first time we go, it's like, oh, this felt like a thing we've been doing. And I'm glad that like all that's just gonna, as different as it'll be, it's like the fact that it felt normal and familiar was good, where it was like, I mean, you were worried about like, oh, what if you enjoy Disneyland differently than I do? No, I'm just chilling.
And I guess for me, I kind of feel for the people that are going to come later, like the out-of-state people. Like, I know everyone's like, haha, only Californians can go. But I feel for them because it's like they're excited too. And then by the time they get there, their experience might look different. Because what if lines are 60 minutes now or they, you know, like it's just a lot of people are not going to get that experience. So I guess for me, I have to acknowledge like I feel very privileged and really like I'm so happy I got to go that opening weekend.
However, this whole situation, I know this is going to be like we never got to have it so good for some people, right?
Yeah, that's what it feels like. I feel like I'm like gloating about it.
However, nobody thought this was going to happen. We thought it was going to be a madhouse.
Yeah.
We were stressed. We had no idea till Matthew Serrano went and was like, this is literally like, I will pay this anytime if this is what could happen.
Right.
Yeah.
So the people coming from out of state, did they miss out on this? Yes. But they didn't miss out on what like normal Disneyland is. They missed out on in a way, a special event caused by something terrible. But it's like, if it wasn't like this, no one thought it was going to be like this. Yeah. So are they missing out? Yeah, it sucks. But if it wasn't the way it was, it would just be the way Disney normally is. Yeah. You come from out of state, you got to wait in all the lines because you paid for a day ticket. You came on a weekend.
Yeah.
So the only reason I feel bad for someone, they can't go to Disneyland at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not like, oh, you're missing out on this, because it's like, well, we didn't think we were going to have this. And if there was no pandemic and you were coming from out of state, it would have been busy anyway. Yeah. You would have expected it to be busy. So it's like, you missed out on something special, yes, but you're not missing out on like some new ride that's only, or something that's only here for this amount of time. It's literally just crowd levels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it felt almost like a little bit of a thank you to local APs from Disney.
In a way, yeah.
Because, you know,
but it wasn't just APs though. That's the thing. Some people that were there don't have any passes.
Like Jaron.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. Did they wait in this like craziness in the queue too? Like, did they must have waited in the queue, right? The virtual queue to buy the tickets. They must have gone through the whole process also.
Yeah.
Right. Like,
but that was totally random. There was no special treatment. Yeah. And I think it was one of his family members. So they were just, he tagged along with them.
Yeah. It was his mom. He was there with his mom.
Yeah.
And there's people that knew cast members and they were there during the week. But I will say though, the people that I do know that went during cast member preview said it was a different, or that I saw online, they said cast member previews and opening day were completely different beasts, because there's everybody like, yeah, you're back. And I guess they didn't have that during cast member. I don't know how true that is, but they're saying they're like, cast members, they work there. They're excited to be back, but they know everything. Where guests, it's like, we got to turn it on for them because they haven't been here in over a year. And, they don't see the backstage area. They don't see any of this. So we got to really turn it on for them. So it just felt really special. And, it's not even necessarily like, oh, opening weekend because it was opening. We were the first one. It had nothing to do with that. It was just the vibes of it. It was just really chill and very relaxed, and
Yeah, I'm glad we had what we had, and I'm glad that like Disneyland still feels familiar.
Yeah,
and that it gave me this like sense of security. Like it's things are gonna be normal again, and I know there's gonna be more people, but then capacity is gonna go up. All the normal people who want to come, they're gonna get tired of it. Who knows what's gonna happen with annual passes? But like,
more restaurants will open, more shops will open.
Yeah, and
I'm excited for the hotel to open.
Yeah, the hotel's gonna open.
I want to go to Craftsman's. What's it called?
Craftsman Grill.
I've never been there. I've been to Whitewater Snacks, but I've never been. Or is that what that is?
Craftsman Grill's open now, right?
Craftsman, yeah, but only for hotel
Only
guests.
for hotel
Craftsman,
guests. But May 28th, it opens to the public.
Craftsman Grill is literally Whitewater Snacks with another sign. Craftsman Bar is brand new at the pool.
Oh, see, I go to the grill.
Yeah, across from it. But together they are Craftsman Bar and Grill.
Okay.
So yeah, but like ride capacities will go up. Indoor queues might happen, right? So that less people outside. Matterhorn will open.
Jungle Cruise will open.
Jungle Cruise will open. Are those like a ton of people? No, but then like
it's more distribution for people.
Yeah, but like there's gonna be 3 parties on a boat in Pirates instead of 2.
Right.
You know, stuff like that. And sure, it felt great not being in a packed boat, but let's say it was 3. Like there is no difference between there being 3 parties on a boat and us having our own boat.
Right.
It's a cool thing to say and do, and I like it, but it's not like, oh, now there's other people here. Like you're not driving the boat. You know what I mean? It's not like Millennium Falcon. Like, you know, let's say everything's back to normal. You and I have like, you know, 1 in 5 chance, let's say, of both being pilots or something.
Yeah.
But we got to do it. You know, even though there's no one else, it's still cool. You know?
Yeah.
So, you know, things will be normal. And you know, it's all going to come back. I do wonder about annual passes. Are some of the people not going to get them? Like the people who were on monthly payments, even though it went up every year.
I had monthly payments.
Me too.
Not just that. I'm saying the people who always had a pass. Are some of them like Netflix people? You never cancel Netflix. Do you just like, renew? But now it's like, even though it's like, $100 down payment, let's pretend monthly payments are back. $100 down payment, this much a month. Are people gonna like feel weird starting a subscription in a way?
I think so. But I think Disney's okay with that.
Yeah, Disney doesn't care. So I'm just saying,
if they bring monthly payments back.
Yeah, for people worrying, it's like, well, not everyone's gonna get them again. Or some people are gonna be like, I am not going until it is 100% the same. Yeah. And they might be all talk.
Also, though, people's spending habits and financial situations have changed in the past year and a half. So I feel like that will also impact who gets one, who doesn't get one, and who decides. You know, before the pandemic, I had a pass. I paid monthly. I went maybe once a month. And now there's I'm going to guess it's membership, like kind of like a membership type of situation where you can pay this many times to go a month. So I'm curious if that will encourage people to maybe strip down how many times they go. Like, okay, realistically, I went twice a month, so let me just pay for the 2 time a month pass or whatever, you know. But
and all the people who used to add parking and whatever, and you can't do that anymore. Like, will some of the deluxe people just no longer be deluxe people? Right. Like, even when they took away it's Summers, I don't think people downgraded because they were so used to having deluxe, even though they're like. But now you start fresh, you start to look at things. You know, like when you cancel something, like let's pretend, I don't know, what's a weird one, like a weird video service, let's say Hulu. I have it because it's with Disney Plus, but
no, Amazon comes with
yeah.
Apple TV.
Apple TV.
Yeah, you're not gonna renew it until some show starts.
Yeah.
HBO Now was like that. Max, I think people are sticking around with it, but like people would wait. Like, Westworld. I know Westworld sucks now, but it's like, oh, I'm gonna wait till Westworld comes back. I'm gonna wait till I'm gonna wait for Game of Thrones to come back. So it might be like that type of situation.
It might.
Honestly, though, nowadays I don't even think I'd bother with parking. Just parking at a home hotel. It's cheaper and you're closer.
Nah, I'm buying the pass with parking.
No, but I'm saying though that that thought would not have even crossed my mind back then. Where now I think people got to know more about parking situations because at one point, Simba parking lot would get full and everyone's like, go to the harbor side. So I feel like now it's like a well-known secret. It's no longer this only hotel guests understand how it works or Uber people get how it works. Now I feel like there's so many hotels. They're trying to get people into their property and, you know, spend money at where they are. So it's like, I'm curious if when passes come back, if their prices will stay the same or if like they'll go back to like $30 because at some point they were more expensive than Mickey and Friends were.
Yeah, because they don't want you there. They want hotel guests.
Yeah, they want hotel guests. So I'm curious how long that will last. So I don't know.
Yeah, but I guess we'll see. But let's end with food with one last bite. All right. As always, what is the best food you ate this week, Rain? Oh, he's got pictures.
Oh, and actually, I was looking to see what good food I ate this week because I can't think of anything. Unfortunately, I don't think that title belongs to anything from Disneyland.
That's fine.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
Even though, we had blue milk and we had some other stuff, but can I go last? I don't remember.
I don't really have anything.
I thought you said it was the taqueria.
It was probably the taqueria, but I've talked about it already. But yeah, probably that. I would say I would definitely put that. Probably one of my favorite spots to eat in downtown Disney
Wow.
that we have right now.
The carnitas too.
Yeah, because the food's just really good, and we asked the woman working there. It's the same food they sell at Tortilla Joe's.
Oh,
It's the same
that
food.
makes
It's the
sense.
same kitchen, same everything. So it's
Yeah.
like, if I don't want a reservation or don't want a specialty item on that alone, I would just do the taqueria and
Yeah.
just call it a day. I do like Naples a lot too, but like I probably wouldn't get pizza with you, so I'll just get taqueria. So it's like Earl sandwich is good, but yeah. Anyways, but I think that was probably the best thing I had this week, especially because it was the end of the day. We were starving. Like, just grab something. We don't care, and it just tasted amazing.
Before your best sweet,
Yes.
how do you feel about the Trader Joe's frozen bao?
It was very good. Thank you.
It's microwavable.
It was
Yeah,
very good.
That's great.
It was very, very good. Yes, but I still think taqueria was better.
No, I know. I'm just,
for my
I
best bite
didn't
of the
ask you.
week.
You ate it and then rain showed up.
Yeah, I inhaled that.
Okay.
I'm
yeah,
so
best,
hungry right now.
Best
Anyways,
sweet.
best sweet.
Was it the macaron macaroon? Or did you have something else?
No, because I felt crappy after. Because we no because
I kind of did too.
because we hadn't eaten.
So
It's like, when you're hungry and you eat a sweet,
Yeah.
you just have like a headache now. You're like, so it was really good. I wish though I would have planned it better to eat it after a meal.
Got it.
But
or when it's cold outside. It's weird.
it was really good, but like that's like I think like the whole year I was hyping it up, and then I was like,
It was like bigger than normal, I feel like.
oh, that was a big boy. It was
Yeah,
huge.
it was tall. Yeah.
It was huge. I don't know if this is a sweet, probably the blue milk.
Mm.
It was just
Oh,
refreshing and
hello.
good. Yeah.
Wow.
No, I had like boring lunches all week, so there's something really exciting.
All right, Rain. What about you? What'd you think?
I remember my best food now.
Mhm.
Last night, I went to Korean barbecue, a horrible rated place in Artesia, and it's called Red Palace.
Uh-huh.
But it was the best Korean barbecue I've ever had for $15 a person.
Wow.
Yeah. Best sweet, the McFlurry I had after my Disneyland trip.
Wow.
They have a caramel brownie McFlurry right now,
Jeez.
and I said, hold the caramel, give me my brownies though. Put some brownies in the ice cream. It was great.
Okay, I have a picture of a February 2013 Matterhorn macaron. More toasty, smaller, looks more like the Matterhorn. Look at this.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Okay.
More. It seems like there was more coconut this time.
It's always coconut. The
Mm.
whole thing's coconut. But my best thing, I think, Board and Brew's open. The sandwich spot. I got a club sandwich, but I had avocado. But it was on a baguette. It's very good. I love lettuce that's shredded to death.
Really?
Yeah. No. Like stringy almost.
Yeah. Ugh,
Oh, it was
I don't
great.
know.
It was fresh. So it tasted great. Their potato salad is pretty good.
So it's good food though.
Yeah, it's just a sandwich,
Okay.
but good sandwich.
Yeah.
You know? And I love mayo and bacon. So
Yeah.
best sweet. I don't know if I had any like amazing sweets, but shout out to Trader Joe's Pocky.
They have
Pocky?
It's they call it like Belgian chocolate sticks or something. It comes in a tube.
Wait, what were you telling me yesterday? Tater tots? That's a brand, or what is that?
Tater Tots
Yes.
is a trademark of Ore-Ida.
Yeah.
They invented tater tots.
So
the red bag.
What did I see yesterday on
Tachos.
Tachos? No, but they were calling them like tater something.
Oh no, it was the tachos thing. They call them
Like potatoes, but no.
uh
Because now I'm beginning to wonder, do you think they called seasoned potatoes the tater tots at Disneyland? Because
no, but they've had seasoned potatoes there.
that's true. I don't know.
Let's see.
I didn't know that. It's kind of like when you Xerox something. Xerox
Tater
something,
puffs.
Or Kleenex, yeah.
Tater puffs.
Tater puffs.
Yeah.
Tater puffs. That's what they called them.
Yeah. All right.
Sorry. when you said the Pocky, I just thought like, oh, what do they call those? Okay.
Okay.
Belgian
So,
chocolate sticks.
yeah, something like that. And it's cool. You pull this cardboard tab, and then the top of the tube comes off, and
Oh,
they're
it's a
sitting.
tube?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And there's just the bottom of the tube
Yeah.
and the part you can grab. It's great. Okay. So right now, at this moment, you cannot say bow. What Disneyland food would you eat right now?
Right now.
Right now, you're back in the parks. Everything's open.
Yeah.
Today it's 5:09 p.m. Jeez. What would you eat?
Actually, I'm getting really tired because I barely slept last night. So I would take that vanilla cream cold brew that they had for a limited time at was it Harbor Galley?
Haunted Mansion area.
Yeah, the Haunted Mansion area. Yeah, I would have that.
Well, food though.
Oh, food too?
Yeah, you get a food and a sweet always.
Oh, okay. Give me the bell. No, I'm just kidding. Give me, you know what? Just give me a normal cheeseburger.
No.
I'm going for the normal cheeseburger.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel like a cheeseburger.
Why would you do that to yourself?
I know. I like torturing myself sometimes.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
It's a horrible answer. I know.
It's the worst answer.
No, the worst is the pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Kimmie, what would you have?
The what's it called at Docking Bay 7? The garden spread.
Oh, the falafel
Yes.
with the hummus.
Yeah, I'd have that. Felucian garden something. I don't know. I'd have that.
Hey, dude, I was watching Anthony Bourdain last night, and yeah, I love that show.
Love him.
But he was in Lebanon, and they said falafel.
Falafel.
Yeah, and I was just like,
I don't think they said it that way.
No.
I think you're close.
Yeah.
There's like they could say it like falafel or falafel or something.
Maybe that one. Maybe
not, there's no A.
I just it was like a weird pronunciation of it.
Yeah.
Nice.
You could be right, but I've never heard that before. Let me see. I think I posted something. What about a sweet? What would you have right now? I'm sure you know.
Oh, at Disneyland?
Yeah.
What would I have right now? Sweet, because I didn't have a lot of sweets there. I don't know. Maybe. I think right now, because we didn't get it last time, probably a churro.
Oh, that's a nice. Yeah, okay, that's a nice one.
They had that birthday cake churro that we didn't try, but I think I was gonna normal one at this point. But on your birthday, we should get you one.
Maybe.
Put a candle in it.
And then they also have that new Mickey is here cupcake. I'm not a huge cupcake person, but it looked pretty. Oh, I would have a donut.
Oh.
They don't have donuts right now.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, that Dole Whip donut was like elite. It was really good.
I might have a lobster roll.
Oh, okay. That's a good
I
pick.
never had one there.
It's really great.
Mm-hmm.
It's very mayo-y. You know, like
Gross.
And I would have the chocolate popcorn from Catsucker's Kettle.
You know what?
Hey, don't they have that right now?
They did. I saw it.
I saw it online.
I saw it.
Was it only the 4th though?
I don't know, but I
did
saw
see it
somebody
online.
eating it, and I'm like, nah, I can't be it. And then I passed by. Yep, it was it.
On your birthday, we'll check it out.
Yeah.
We'll check it out.
I'm changing my food answer because
Yeah.
cheeseburger was bad.
Yeah.
The bread bowl gumbo.
Okay.
Yeah, because they don't have it right now. So.
No, my friend, she just went, I think yesterday she got the clam chowder, but there's no bread bowl. So it was just
What?
the soup. Yeah, it's just the soup. She told me that. Which makes sense. I'm like, I haven't seen photos of them anywhere.
Yeah.
But now that makes, because the day we went, I saw everybody with bowls. So I was confused. But yeah, makes sense.
Well,
It's too hot anyways. Wait, did you answer?
yeah.
Mhm.
I forgot what you said.
I forgot what I said.
Lobster roll.
Lobster roll.
What was
Yeah.
the treat?
The popcorn.
Wow, I'm sorry. It's been like, we've been here for like 4 hours. I'm so tired.
All right. So, yeah, we're happy to be back.
Yes.
Happy to be going back soon. We're all going to be there at the same
Yes.
time.
Yes, we will.
You're going to have a Monte Cristo.
Yes, I will.
If,
And some pommes frites.
if Pomfret doesn't show up, have fun at dinner.
Thank
Yes.
you.
We will have fried chicken or something.
Fried chicken. What else?
Oh, no,
Green
you know
beans?
what? If Pomfret doesn't show up, we're going to go to Red Rose Tavern because they have garlic fries there.
Oh, yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that and
right.
get a cheeseburger.
So we'll be back soon. Right before we go, Kimmie, how is it being on Trammin?
It wasn't as scary as I thought.
Right? We're just
talking.
I'm just very self-conscious of my voice. So like sometimes I get excited and I talk very fast and I didn't want to cut anybody off.
No, you're
No.
good.
So I think I was okay.
It's easier to cut people off when you're doing it remotely.
Yeah, because of the
Yeah.
delay.
Yeah.
And I think hearing you guys in here, it makes me aware of who's speaking. I'm like, okay, like I can hear you very clearly.
Yeah,
But
the headphones make a huge difference. We didn't do it the first week, I think, and it.
yeah, because your other guests haven't had headphones, have they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they just weren't.
Did
These
Addison
ones.
have headphones?
Huh?
Did Addison have headphones?
Yeah, he had my PlayStation headphones,
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
and he
remember.
put them on backwards.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember.
But
Thank you for your Tron track you just dropped.
no, he's not listening.
He's not listening, but
He's
still.
busy,
Still.
busy dude. But
I'm
we
so-
love
I'm
him.
so
we
grateful.
love him. His episode's at 580 listens right now.
That's right.
It's
Number one
insane.
episode.
Thank you everyone for listening. Kimmie, thanks for being on. Do you want to plug any of your social media? Do you want them to put your name on the lower thirds?
Sure.
Okay,
It'll be
but
right here.
I'm Kimmie Rowe on Instagram and TikTok, which I think is Kimmie Rowe _
what's with the underscore?
It's because Kimmie Rowe is taken.
See, at that point, I'm like, no, I
And
can't.
then on Twitter,
Oh,
it's
right.
Kimmie Rodriguez, but the Z is a 2.
Yeah.
So it's Kimmie Rodriguez 2.
But the 2 looks like a Z.
But
Yeah.
Twitter, I just retweet dumb stuff. I think I thrive the best on Instagram because I post a lot of Disneyland photos. But
Yeah.
and yeah, it's public, so you want to follow. It's fine.
All right,
I
so
don't do it for the fans. So just
So, okay, you will say the synced up bye with us, but you got to start the sign off, and then he'll do his thing, and then I do my
Wait,
thing.
what's the sign off?
No, like,
Do whatever you want.
so he does the see you guys next week. I say see you real soon, then we all say bye.
Okay.
But start the goodbye. The music playing now.
What do I say?
Whatever you want.
Okay. What did they say at the?
These are the,
I'm trying to. No, what did they say at Disneyland when
no,
they're
music's
closing?
not playing yet because you're taking too
I know,
long.
I'm taking too long. Okay, I'm taking too long. We have ended our normal operating day. I don't know. What did it say, Disneyland?
Music has started.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Thank you guys for listening.
You say see you next week.
We'll see you next week.
See you real soon.
Bye.
Bye.